Welcome. Well, how's your weekend?
Oh man, it blew by. We had Storm Kira. Storm Kira came through here, raging through everywhere. It was like Lake District got all flooded up.
Yeah. So I heard you're not feeling. I heard you're not feeling 100%.
No. One of the flatmates, I think that's the coronavirus. I don't know. But I was like, I want it. I said, I want it. I want to actually have it. So I told this person, here, drink some of my coffee. Are you serious? Yeah, I want to get this motherfucker, whatever this fucker is. They'll give it to me. So I hopefully have it. So I feel a little bit ill, which is good. You know how Dad used to do it. You know, we didn't have fucking doctors, so you had playmates. You know, we did the playmate thing.
You're absolutely right. I'm trying to do something here real quick. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Because doing something for Voynich because Voynich over.
I hopefully have it, so I feel a little bit. I can hear you repeating it. Your things repeating it. It's loud. You got feedback, Eric.
No, I fixed it. I fixed it.
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm going to treat it with honey. Treating it. I'm going to give you a big honey.
Yeah. Voynich just said something about he had some extra Mandela effects he had over the weekend. So I said, hey, I don't mind hearing some of it, but but let me do this because I want to explain something just real quick. Sorry, guys. I was watching Brian Staveley's show, so his show is so interesting that sometimes when you watch a show, you're not preparing yourself. So Voynich, jump on.
I'm gonna beat the virus with this honey.
This weekend was interesting because I mean, there's no secret. There's been some in the community fighting in a way. Right? No. I'm not saying the exact community that's here with us, but there's different Mandela effects communities.
No, I don't believe that. No, we're all best friends.
Yeah. So hey, Voynich, before you talk about some Mandela effects you found over the weekend, I'm just trying to explain something real quick. So there's of course. Even was on a live show yesterday, and he talked about seeing some of the infighting within like different communities. And I know some of it came from us. I'm not going to say we were angels in all this, no, but I actually try to make an effort. You
certainly don't look like angels.
Well, we're not angels, but
I did it.
I actually tried. What I'm trying to say is I went to some of these sites. I actually went to these sites, and I actually apologized. Said, hey guys, let's stop with the fighting. Because we know we got Hollywood fighting, right? You got Hollywood making stupid Mandela effects, serial killers. You got all this stupid stuff happening. So I went to these sites, right? Sticking my hand out, say, hey guys, let's just all be friends. What happened in the past is what happened. Let's be friends, right? So one guy, I'm not gonna say his name. I won't do that. So one guy, he unbanned me from his channel, which I never understood why I was banned in the first place because I never said anything. But he unbanned me, right? So I go in there trying to shake hands, right? Saying, hey guys, let's just be friends, right? Well, in one of his shows, I was on there talking to his people, right? And he goes, don't trust nobody, especially the guy who's asking for a handshake. I'm like, what? I think people like fighting. I really do. I think people like fighting because here I am, dude. Here I am saying, hey, if I said something that offends you, I'm sorry. For him to go on air, mention my name, not mention my name, but say a guy's doing a handshake, and one other guy jumped in and said, it's not that easy. It is that easy. Okay, we're all over 40, right? 40, wow. 40, 50, right? Okay. Do you remember when you're a kid, right? When we were young, people used to get in fights.
I'm still a kid, Eric.
You're still a kid. But
I'm
do you
still a
remember
kid,
people
like-
used to get in
just
fights,
like you
right?
are, but you're a wise kid like your brother is, you know.
Thank you. But you know, people used to get in
continue,
fights.
because you're making a good point here.
Well,
Yes.
people used to get in fights when you know, in my young days, people used to get in a fight. It used to be one-on-one fight, right? One-on-one, nobody jumps in, right? Two people get in a fight, they get it out of their system. They usually stop the fight, or we stop the fight with them, right? And then what happens after that fight, Bob?
Yeah.
We go have a beer.
We get drunk together.
Talk about you lost, you won.
Most of the times.
Most of the time.
The moment I started to think about this chemical reaction that you just talked about, excuse my choice of words, but
Correct.
I found out, like, because I was not a fighter, but I was always attacked, you know. And later on, I found out that I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight my father, because my father left me for like a long time. And then when I got the message that he wanted to come back, and I had this weird fantasy of me welcoming him from the airplane, like he come down, or he what do you say? He enters like the airport, and we were there waiting for him, and me kicking him like in the balls, like bang, there, bitch, you deserve that. And then also immediately picking him up from the ground, saying, "Hey, bitch, I'm glad you come," you know. And then I thought to myself, what is this weird thing? Why? What is this? Why do I want to do this? And then I got to this actual conclusion that you are about to make. Like, people who want to fight you, that if people are so violent to you, they have no other way to come close to you. They want to be close to you. Maybe even in a gay way, you know. No, I don't want to go there, but maybe it's even, I don't know, but that's the only way they can get closer to you. And it's weird, but I think it's close to the truth.
No, it is, you know. And nowadays, you know, now there's not like no more one-on-one fights. If one gets in a fight, there's 5-on-1, or a loser goes back and grabs a gun. I mean, people aren't willing to take handshakes anymore. Like, hey, we made a mistake. Let's move on. Let's all become one happy community. But some of these people say that, but they don't really mean it, because when you're trying, they're like, no, you can't just come in here and say.
They wouldn't even know how to instigate it or to entertain it, right?
There's one channel. I'm not going to mention no names. There's one channel that even stole footage from us, put it on theirs just to bash us. Never even asked permission to even use even our footage, and it's like, that's not good community, man. And I'm there's like, hey guys, I'm sorry. Let's be friends.
Dude,
they're
let
all
me
like,
tell you something about that, about people trying to make you look silly. You know, I did a video about me. I acted like a girl. I acted like some transgender thing or something in between and beyond. And Cartoon Ball, I will just say his name. He mirrored it on his channel. And he didn't make any comment about it, nothing before it, nothing behind it, nothing in the comments, just me being silly. Like him finding out that I am so silly. Yeah, I was acting silly, motherfucker. And now what did you do? You gave me a new podium. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But when Brian,
but people in the community, like Carla said, oh shit. Oh boy, he mirrored your video, and now you can sue him. I said, sue him for what? I made art, you know. And once you make art and you put it out in the world, it's not yours anymore. People can do with it what they like, right?
That's how I feel.
It's simple as that.
No, it is, and of course I could have done a channel strike, whatever, for that, but I didn't want to go there because it's stupid. But all I'm saying is, I tried my handshake. I tried to say, hey, let's be friends, and they still bashed me. They still said, you know, they just bashed me. They're like, it's not easy as that. it can be easy as that, dude.
Jesus.
I mean, why can't we just say we all fucked up? Let's all hug and let's move on. I mean, really.
I feel bad for Eric, man. I feel bad. When I was a kid, we were kids. This poor guy had to pick up all my fucking pieces every time. Cops pull him over because they were looking for me. And people get Eric and look. I'm looking for your brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
I'm like, hey, man, he's my brother, man. Leave my brother alone. What the fuck? Look for me if you got a fucking something to say, you piece of fucking coward shit.
I had to sign papers for school.
Yeah. And you always go up to Eric because he's real calm. He's nice. Eric's a nice guy. He's a big boss from a big place for a long time. So Eric's real calming. Nice. I mean, I don't care. I don't give a shit. So,
You're a fucking rebel, Robert.
I don't care.
Oh, dude, Bob. Dude, I got some chats, not chats, but people are saying, Eric, Bob is your downfall. Dump him. Damn.
It's like real life.
Get rid of him. Like,
Oh,
damn.
God.
You know?
But Eric also knows that I know my shit, man. I mean, when I smell a rat, it's a fucking rat. I say it's a rat. Eric's like, how do you see a rat in that? I'm like, trust me, man, it's a fucking rat. And then later on, I come around, Eric's like, how did you fucking know that guy was a rat? I told you, man.
He did. Because one guy, I thought we're making a difference. I thought we're going to shake hands. And then when I watched him, he made a comment about me like, dude, I'm saying nice things, man.
Don't do it. Some people are supposed to do that. It's a programming. That's why I told some people we're playing a chess game. This is a big ass chess game. And you got pawns and you've got rooks. And here we go back with the chess thing. And then you got knights. Yeah.
Oh, Bob, you got to hear this one. Now, I'm not going to say name, but this is what drives me really crazy. There's a guy that we know, you know, for a long time. He jumped on the show, says great things about you. Say great things about everybody, right?
That's rare.
Then I went to this other channel that was not saying nice things about us. He was on there saying, yeah, that Robert, he's a bastard. You know, I respect you guys. But on this show, he's like, you guys are the greatest. On this other show, we're assholes. Now that's
horrible.
Listen, if you don't like us.
That's so fucking horrid when people do that.
I do. I know.
Oh, that's so
if you don't like us, don't like us. You don't have to watch us. Don't like us. But don't say you love us. Then go on another channel and say, you're assholes. These guys are assholes. But on our channel, you come back and say, I love you guys. What the fuck is that?
I don't mind. I actually don't mind.
Ban that.
I don't mind.
Ban that behavior.
I don't mind.
Bob, I told you, dude, did you see what this guy wrote about you? I thought he's been our friend since 2016. I was shocked. I know it. I shouldn't be shocked, but I guess you play to the crowd, right? I guess that's what he's doing.
I don't care. I one time I was in Korea, and we go into a bar. I was in Seoul, Korea. So we go into a bar, and there's a bunch of fucking Russian guys. No offense to Russian guys, but a bunch of fucking Russian guys. Russian sailors don't like American sailors. That's just what the fact is. We sat at our table, they sat at their table. Every time we have a laugh, they would do a mocking laugh. And then we would mock their laugh. And then they would mock our laugh. Yeah, whatever. So then we get up and we sit down with these guys and they want to fucking do vodka shots. So we're doing vodka shots with them. So they're doing vodka shots. We're doing our vodka shots. And pretty soon we're fucking, one guy says something to the other. Nobody even knows what each other's saying. I can barely speak a little bit of Russian. Dastrolia. Whatever. Pretty soon it's a fucking it's a fight. So we're all back to whatever. But then when it was over, we're all laughing again. We get back up to the table, and then we buy each other fucking rounds. So we were getting wasted, man. So we're going down the streets of Seoul, Korea, arms wrapped around. These guys are wearing tights.
Same story again. First you fight them, and then they're your friends, right?
They're your friends. We had a great fucking time. I had a great time. Now, I had a shiner, but they had a shiner, and it's a cool story. You know, you go back and you fucking look at my battle scars. I got a shiner from a Russian sailor, man. It's kind of bad.
Hey, I gotta say this real quick. Nikita. Gypsy wrote, I hope you're not speaking about me. Nikita, this ain't nothing about you. This is somebody else. This is somebody else, Nikita. I just wanted him to know that. This is not him. I respect the Cheetah.
Mike's learning about the.
Yeah,
he's learning about the shout.
Yeah, I respect the Cheetah because he says nice things about us. And you know what I like about when the Cheetah did? You know, Bob, you remember that show that he didn't like something that we said,
Eric,
but he came on the show.
I get big feedback from you. There's a big echo on your channel.
Yeah, he keeps doing an echo.
It's doable, but
Hey,
how about now? How about now?
I can still hear it slightly.
How about now?
But not as bad.
You sure somebody else?
I want to hear some freaking. I want to hear Vanish's Mandela effect stuff too in a minute. I'm dying to hear it. How about now? Here we go.
We're fucking dancing like hillbillies, are we?
Hey, do you hear echo now?
Honky tonk.
Do you hear an echo?
No echo here.
Echo.
Hey Bob, when I put you on, that's when
it's me. Turn mine down. I'm gonna turn mine down.
It's
me the whole time. Okay. I was gonna blame you guys for getting a big fight about it. I was gonna start screaming at you guys.
Of course, Bob. I know you didn't watch the Oscars yesterday. I know you didn't watch the Oscars.
No.
But you know what's funny, right? Vonage was on the other channel, on Brian's channel too. You know, Tom Hanks, right? Tom Hanks,
the biggest shill.
He is, because the fucker has Mandela effect.
He does have the Mandela effect.
All right. He is so close to Robert has the echo. That's what Brian's saying. That's where it's coming from. Yeah, so Tom Hanks has Mandela effect. And you know, because he worked with Ron Howard, who worked with George Lucas. I always said George Lucas is the king of Hollywood Mandela effect. But George Lucas don't give a fuck. He'll just make a movie and make changes all he wants.
Remember, they all came out of San Diego. They all came out of the same area.
He hides it so bad that he has to make movies just to mock it, right? Because he tries to hide it. I don't have it, so I'm gonna make Apollo 13. I'm gonna make Da Vinci Code. I'm gonna make movies that changes happen like Forrest Gump and all that. But he can't. He doesn't have the balls to come out and say, "Hey guys, I have the Mandela effect. I made these so you guys could think more." No, he has to play it.
He's smart.
Rogers? Come on,
he's smart, dude. Because it's smart because people are easily influenced here. They're really easily influenced. Now, those of us with the effect, they're really easy. These people are like cattle, man. Or what would the Bible call them? They're like sheep. They're like sheep. We use the word sheep. They're like sheep here, and they're easy to manipulate. Really easy. That's why I go after these gurus. I go after these false gurus, these false prophets. I don't like false prophets. I debunk. So I go after these guys because people are easily taken in here. It's fucking easy, man. I mean, I could put a Patreon on my thing. I've been doing this for 4 years. I've never asked for opinion on my thing. I never did I don't have anything against it. No, I don't have nothing against it. But I didn't do it because it'd be too easy. It'd be too easy to take people's money. It's not my goal. I'm trying to get people away from the charlatans. Get them away from the false prophets because they're false prophets out there. And if you're not talking about God, then you're way off the fucking path because these movie stars, they've got the effect. They're making these videos. They're making these movies based off what they learned back home, back on Sagittarius Arm, and they're trying to bring it here and see if they have the same spark. Same spark. They're trying to manipulate the sheep here. They're not awake. Not everyone's awake like we are. I'm sure Vanish has probably got some gifts he could probably throw out there with some music, probably something really cool, and you could probably easily influence people, dude.
Bob, you want to see great Voynich? He was on. He was on a show yesterday.
No, you're hitting home base there because I can influence people.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm on a stage and I know what to say, I got the complete audience with me. You know, that's what I can do.
I watched you yesterday on the other channel, man. You were dancing, singing. Man, these guys were going fun last night. Him, Floyd, and Tristan was just dancing.
I don't remember everything, but we had a great time. Yeah,
you guys were having a good time.
You enjoyed it too. Yeah.
I just wish Tom Hanks would just have the balls and say, I do see changes, people. That's why I'm making these movies. But he hides behind them so much.
He won't, man.
No, I mean,
he won't do it. Now, remember, guys, I was at a Freemasonry back at the Museum of Flight, and these guys were awake. Now, these Masons, I mean, they were awake, and they were telling me to shush. They kept telling me to shush. Now, people keep saying to me, why are you such a prick, man? Why do you go after people? I don't give a fuck, because the place I love that I worked at, they slipped me a Jimmy, man. I had the ambulance fucking take me out of there. I was throwing up blood. I felt good that day. I had the Mandela effect. I kept talking about all the changes. The Apollo, this is bullshit. That's fake. This is fake. What's happening? Why is the swastika like this? Pretty soon, I'm fucking spitting up blood in 2017. I've got something wrong with me. 2 ambulances took me out of there. Now I walked out of the fucking emergency room after about 2 hours. Went back to work, and I want to know who the fuck tried to kill me. So anyway, these people know it, man, and it's kind of dangerous for some of us, but they know it, and they're trying to keep it quiet because the sheep don't know it yet, and they're easy to manipulate. It's easy. I'm sure fucking shitheads know that too. Some of these shitheads know this.
They want sheep for people. They like to be sheep, and the feeling I get from an Eric and the rest of this community, you don't identify yourself as sheep or people. You identify with mental, with human, with other things. Yeah.
Yeah, let me read this.
And so that's read the comments a lot in the various channels. I see how the hosts read them to make themselves look good. It's it is.
It is. I mean, just read this one.
Glad I'm not. I don't see too much of those channels.
Yeah, I don't
because this is what read what the Nikita wrote. I read the comments a lot in the various channels, and I see how the hosts delete them to make themselves look good. It's sad. So what he's saying is, whatever they don't like, they delete it. Yeah. But hey, I'm going to tell you guys a little story over the weekend, real quick.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is a phenomenon. I'm not saying this is paranormal, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a picture of something, because over the weekend on Saturday, I was sleeping. I felt something grab my toe on my foot. I felt something grab my toe.
It's not going to be your dick, right? You're not going to show your dick on camera, right?
No, okay. You don't have to worry about that. I know you really want to see it.
Relax. Thank God.
But then I was like, didn't worry about it, right? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then on my toe, hold on. Maybe I'll do a solo. Do a
solo on yourself. Here we go. What do you got? I don't see shit.
Hold on. Where is it? I lost it. Give me a second. I can't believe I lost it. I'm a loser.
You're not going to goat us, right? You're not going to do a goat. You're not going to show your balls. You're not going to goat us, right? Okay.
I have 2 marks. It was more red. It's 2 marks just on one toe than my other ones. I know my toe's ugly, but I know my toe's very ugly. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry that my toes are ugly. But,
you got the scratches.
But I woke up in the morning and there was 2 fresh marks on my toe. And I'm not saying anything, but we did have the witch goddess on that week, and we were talking paranormal about I'm trying to believe, but I just want something to happen to me. And then because all my other toes, no marks, no nothing. So I checked the bed, right, to see if there's anything sharp.
Yeah.
I found nothing sharp. And it's only on one toe, like a perfect slice.
Yeah, I get those scratches. I get they look like 3 to 4 fucking even scratches, like going across they like my calves. They like my calves. Tomicon, what's up, man? They like my calves. They like the fucking, I don't know, the handprints too.
Did you buy new shoes, Eric?
What's that?
Maybe new socks, but new shoes or new socks.
Hey, and you know what? This is the thing. I'm not lying about this. I sleep with my socks on. I actually sleep with my socks on. So,
what about your dog? Did you cut his nails?
The dog sleeps in his own bed.
Okay. How about your wife's toenails? Is she scratching you?
That would be cool. Yeah. No, trust me, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Remember, you are a debunking channel. We have the Mandela effect, but we also debunk. So
it looks like Actually, it looks
I'm not
like
saying
a
anything.
stress mark or a stress.
It could be, but we've been talking about orbs lately. We've been talking about, paranormal. It was just a little strange. I just thought I brought it up. I just bring it up.
They are here. They're here. There's ghosts here. There's ghosts here. I got that double tap. So, one of the flatmates got
Do I have
that
a cat? No, I don't have a cat. Well, I have a chihuahua, right? Look at my chihuahua, okay? Come on. That dog don't move. that dog is 15 years old.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
We got to debunk ourselves too. Hey, if you got to dish it, we got to take it ourselves. That's why I always say I have to debunk myself all the fucking time. I have to eliminate everything.
Peter wrote, I'm not speaking about some troll posts. I'm speaking about posts that are very in-depth and thoughtful. I was really surprised when I realized that was going on. Just wow.
Yeah, they do that because then you look silly. So they'll take theirs off and then leave yours as just a blatant, weird ass set. And see, they don't have no context. They'll remove the context of the conversation. I see people do it all the time. It's classic, man. They'll lure you into a conversation and then they'll remove theirs and it's the context is removed.
We got him.
Who's that? Who's in there?
Toma Hawken is on.
Toma, fuck yeah, man. He was one of the first. Shit. I got numbers for you. It's good he's here. It's a fucking sync because I got numbers for him.
Now you say you were attacked, right?
Oh, me?
I don't hear him. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Muted.
There you go. Still can't hear you. Shit.
We can't hear you. Let me put that in the chat. Yeah,
the first one's on from a long time ago. It used to be me, Tomicon, Texas Danny, and another guy that we think killed himself. I don't know. I'm going to ask if he remembers what happened to him.
It shows he's not mute.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, we still can't hear you.
That's fucked up. Keep working on it, man. Just keep working on it.
Yeah, we want him on.
I got numbers for him. I got some numbers for him, man. I got all kinds of fucking cool.
He wrote something in the chat that he got attacked. So that's why I really wanted to hear what he's talking about. Can't hear you, Tom. Gypsy Road is an epic legend. Oh, thank you. Epic legend. I like that. That's so nice.
I want to hear shit.
Epic Eric.
I want to hear his stories.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see now.
Well, I can try it without headphones. So
we got you. We hear you. Now you said you were attacked in your chat.
Oh, I was listening to Robert talk about how the Mason slipped him a Mickey, right? So I had something similar happen to me. Yeah.
Share it, man. Share it. What happened to you?
Well, I worked at a pot shop for a while, and there was a bar across the street where all the Masons would hang out and everything. And they were always coming in to, sneaking in to get their weed. They're not supposed to smoke it. But I worked with a guy who was trying to make butters and stuff for them so they could market it. And I got a bag of stuff out of the back, one of the special supply. And I had that coworker watch me sign the bag. I went home and smoked it that night. My lung popped. I go in a few days later. He doesn't even remember, he says. The bag has been relabeled. It's all new product. Yeah.
Oh, no, man.
It was totally a setup.
Oh, man. Yeah. The last thing I remember was I felt fantastic. My body healed. I always talk about everything. I'm running around the museum like a fucking god. Everyone's like, how's he getting around? I have no problems anymore and got lunch. I had soup because my stomach was still weird. At that time, I still couldn't eat solids yet, man. I don't know what happened. But I'm eating soups. Yeah. And I was soups, dude. And I had a big old bowl of soup and I was eating it up, feeling good. And next thing you know, I'm getting sweats, cold sweats. My head's down and I'm pushing a work cart with all the tools. My tools are on it, man. And I'm ready to almost fall down. And it felt but this is on my right side. It used to be a heart attack on the left side, but now it's on the right side. And it was real fucking painful. and I could taste copper. Like I'm spitting. I go, this is blood, man. Fuck, I got blood coming out my mouth. So I went and got with the security office, and I had a Muslim. I only trust the Muslims. But let me tell people this. Why I only trust the Muslims? Because I found out that people don't believe me or not. Whatever. I found out I'm a geocentric person after that the earth is fixed. And the Muslims always said that. So my buddy over there always said it was flat. He always said it was. He said the white people think it's space. He didn't care. I went to him. I only trusted the Muslim guy. So I went to Abdul and I was like, dude, you got to fucking help me, man. I'm fucking something wrong. I'm spitting out blood in feels like my heart. Something happening, but it's on my right side. The heart's in the middle. So he goes in there, runs into the thing, and they sit me down, and they call the freaking thing, and then the ambulance show up. One shows up, and he's got fucking stuff all over him. He says he's going into cardiac arrest. I said, no, I'm not. I'm talking to you. So I'm going into cardiac arrest. I'm just in pain. But they rushed me off, man. They couldn't figure it out. The symptom was a phantom pains.
That's like with me, like my lung popped, but I went to bed anyway. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, I better go to the hospital. Something's not right. And I don't know, they gave me whatever pipes and all that stuff. I came back a few weeks later to remove it. I talked to the doctor. I looked him in the eye and I'm like, so what about like smoking and stuff? Because I should stop. And he looks me right in the eye. He's like, it won't kill you. And he walks away. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Same
hey,
kind
fuck doctors, okay? Fuck doctors.
Same kind of story. You know what? I think it was. It was
I had
like
a tire fall off my car for no reason. And the mechanics are like, how did you do this? What the hell happened? And 3 mechanics didn't know why. My tire just fell off my car one night. Like, pretty bad.
Sounds like
I actually went to a doctor Friday in the afternoon after I picked up my kids.
What do you say?
Fuck doctors, okay? Well, he the physical part was fine. Of course, they always say you gotta lose some weight. We all know that.
No.
But he checked my ears, and of course, the ears are getting more damaged by the day. So he said it's not when, but I will be going deaf. Don't know when. The ears are not getting better. The drums are too close to the wall because there's no barrier.
Oh,
so he's surprised that my ears has lasted this long. He said the scar tissues are not getting better, but you know what? I'm going to keep going until they go. You know.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to hear anyway, so fuck it.
So you know, fuck it.
Honey,
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, right?
I got the coronavirus. I might have it. I don't know yet.
They have a lot of fancy, things for your ears now. They can fix a lot of that stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
I've had ear damage all the way.
They were their best when they were like that.
Correct.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be listening now. I had tubes in my ears my whole life, operation. So it's like,
it's like when you're in the shower now, the water, it gets in there differently. Like you can tell it's completely rearranged.
Yeah, everything's.
Yeah. You one ear, it gets like flooded. And then you constantly, water drips come out of your ear.
Yeah.
I used to have blood that used to come out of my ears.
There's a new thing with the fluids, the water. If I get an injury, it fills with water now. If I get a knee injury, whatever, it fills with water. It fills with water from the body. I got one functioning eye, and one of them is filled with water. It always fills with water. Yeah. So I can have it. They talk about this whole thing where they're going to do this whole opera. I'm bullshit, man. I'm fine. I got these protected my eyes. I don't want, but it used to be something else. It was a different damage, but now it's a different kind of damage. Now it's got water in it. I'm like, but some days it's okay, and some days it's just filled with water. And I'm like, I got water in my eye. What's up with the?
Here's a good question for you.
What's
Here's
that?
a simple reason why I don't believe both FE and globe Earth exist at the same time. It's because if that is true, why does NASA need to lie about space? You worked in that department, in the airplanes department. What do you think of that?
Well, here's my dilemma. I always talk about. I gotta say this because I love space. Before 2016, for me, now remember 2000, before 2016.
I mean,
yeah. I found out it's fixed. It's not round or flat. It's fixed. Before 2016, I believed everything. I saw the stars. I believed in the landing. I didn't believe in the moon landing ever, but I thought you could get into that space. And I believed all the graphics. I used to put up graphics at the museum. And then I found out through time that these are just artists' impressions. I go, well, I learned it through the museum. I go, well, what does it really look like? Can you tell me what it really looks like? And there's no real answer. But then after 2016, I woke up and my stars are gone. So there's no more questioning anything. There's a white ball up there. I don't know what the fuck that is. The moon makes no sense. The stars is just constellations. There's no stars. It's constellations. They don't twinkle. There's no twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wondered where you are anymore.
What's funny,
it's full of light.
In 2010, I remember reading an article how they were talking about how they wanted to make an actual dome around the Earth because for alien invaders coming, and they talked about it for a few months, and then all of a sudden they didn't talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
And then years later, everything gets weird. I'm watching, like, when I got Mandela between 2016 and 2019, like, I'd see falling stars almost every night.
Yeah, what is that?
Different colors too, reds, greens, blues. Like, they just fizzle up. They look like digital comets. It was crazy.
Yeah, I see the same thing. It's not. I had a guy show up to my doorstep, and he had one of those laser lights. Now, here's the thing. I had to debunk this first. I debunked this first, so nobody go quoting me on this. I don't want to be on somebody's show. But I held the laser light because I was high. There we go. I smoking weed in the park, and this guy showed up with a laser light. We're both smoking fucking weed. So he took his laser light, and I were pointing it at the stars, and he keeps saying, "Watch the fucker move." And he's holding it on it. And I don't know if you remember that crazy guy, Crazy Ed.
I totally remember.
Thank you for verifying that. You remember that guy. That crazy fucker showed up to my house, man, with a lot of weed, though. But he showed up with his laser. And so he kept making him videos. And he kept swearing he wanted to show somebody. I debunked. So I held it up, and I put it on it for a long time, and that motherfucker moved. I swear it looked like it moved. I said, no way, man. And I held it on it again and waited, and he goes, watch it. It's going to move. And sure enough, it moved again. I hold it. I'm going to hold it straight on it again, and it looked like it moved. It kept moving away from the laser light. But again, I debunked myself because I was high. But it did appear at the time. Now, I'm a smart stoner, man. You probably guys are smart stoners. Now, I got to debunk myself because I was high, but damn it looked like it moved. The damn thing was not stationary, man. It was not stationary. It moved. And there was only like so many stars to hit because there's not like a billion of them up there anymore. It's just a couple of them. So the ones that were there were moving. If you held the laser light pointer on it. That's what it looked like. You remember
me a couple times.
Ed Ray. Holy shit. Oh my God. That dude I think he called me from prison one time, man. I had a message. Yeah, everyone said he was missing. I was like, I don't care. Don't ask me where he's at. I don't know where he's at. And then all of a sudden I get a call on my phone and do I accept charges from a prison? I go, what? I think it was Ed Ray.
Maybe he's watching right now.
Yeah, he's watching right now. I mean, nothing against the guy. He's an awesome guy. He gave me tons of weed. I don't know his thing. I don't know why he'd be in jail, but maybe he took you guys be careful with the Mandela effect out there. Don't be getting too fucking rowdy, man. You get locked up.
Well, James don't buy it. James Sivner wrote, I watched the moon landing on TV. I was 11 and didn't buy it.
There you go. Well, I've worked in the capsules. I've worked inside of them. And I was also in the Navy. So I have that in my head. I was also in a submarine. Okay, I wasn't stationed on a submarine, but I've been in a submarine. So to know the concept of a submarine going to the depths and the vacuum of in the underwater with the high pressures underwater, how the fucking submarines will swell and sweat, and water is in there. They got them in the bilges, so it gets water in those ships. Even the ships get up, they're in the bilges. They come sweating in deep depths. To think that this thing goes up there and you can literally punch hard enough If me and fucking Tomicon got in a fist fight in one of them, got in a fist fight in one of them, he would probably smash through one of the holes, and he'd probably throw me through, and I'd probably smash another hole in it. It's not that strong. You can push through it. So I'm like, no, man. This can't go in the depths of the fucking vacuum of space if that is correct of what that is. And if the math says it's a vacuum of space, then that's a no-no.
Well, I think Mike Healy said it perfect. My mother said, of course they went to the moon. I saw it on TV.
You see a lot of things.
If TV shows like Crime Channel says we're serial killers chopping heads off, it must be true.
It's got to be. It's on TV. It's real. Ask Tom Hanks. Ask all them actors. Everything's real.
Now, what did he write? And Chiquita wrote, again, it's very simple. If space and globe Earth is as real as flat Earth, why should NASA need to fake the moon landing?
Why would they lie to you? They don't lie. Do you think they would lie? I think they lied to me. They never lie.
Why
would they lie? Never lie. Why would?
Where suspicion?
Yeah, and when people ask you this question, I mean, all of you might have heard it before. All of you heard it before. Why would they lie? And I stop there and I drop silence like for 3-4 seconds, and I tell them, yeah, that's a question. Shall we try to answer this question, please? No, people wouldn't lie. Why wouldn't people lie? Because people are good. Oh, okay. So I'm not lying to you.
Everybody lies.
It never. When you ask people, why would they lie? I drop a silence. seconds, and ask them. Yes, that's a fucking good question. I'm glad you are questioning me. I don't know why they lie. Okay, I would just pretend they lie. Why do you think?
Government doesn't lie. They tell you the truth.
Well, I know they lie.
Look at the Democrat. Was it Ohio, Iowa?
They why would they?
Whatever.
Of course.
No, they don't. They all want to give you free health care. They all want to give you free college. They all want to give you all that. They all do.
They're fucking great. They only care about us. They only care about us, our welfare.
Then they fucking tax you, and then guess what? It's tax season again. So we got to double dip your money again.
Wonderful.
It's beautiful, is what it is. So I'm gonna talk about. I have a theory. I'm gonna throw a theory out there. I'm gonna throw some 13s, and I got a theory. But I want you guys
so fucking happy, Eric. Know it. It's just me that doesn't know it.
You don't know shit.
Yeah, give some theories.
No, I got a theory in a second for that one, but more numbers. So I'm gonna go back over to 13. A lot of people have been watching my shows and repeating these, which is fine. It's what it's for. So I'm not absolutely. My stuff is for everybody to have. Just play with it. But I'm gonna reiterate whatever. So the Kobe Bryant thing comes out to 13. There's multiple 13s in Kobe Bryant thingy. The 49ers game riddled with the 13s. By the way, Eric, your last show with Brian Staley and myself, did you look at the beginning when I sent you that email about 9/11?
No.
Did you see what I was talking about?
No, I didn't look at it. What's on it? I'll look on it. What's on it?
Master. Okay, so the last show we did a thing with
13. Yeah. You emailed me. Yes.
That's not Siri, but what's it called again? Lexus. So Eric was holding up Lexa. Eric had it on the camera, and we were asking a question. So the first question Eric was answering silly questions. But did you look at the number on Lexa? It was 9/11.
Yep.
The number on Lexa was 9/11. It's 911 was on Lexa when you were holding it up. I don't know if it's a Mandela effect. I don't know what the fuck. But much later, you hold up Lexa again. We're asking more questions. You held it up to the camera, and it was a 129 or 9/11 was the 129, which comes out to 13. So the first time you did it was a 9/11. It's in your video. Go look at your fucking video. At the beginning of the video, 9/11, and then later on you held it up again and go look at it. It's 129. So you've got a 911 and a 129, which is just on its own.
What did
On
I
its
tell
own.
you? Alexa knows. Alexa knows
knows.
everything.
But let me see the coronavirus. If you guys do the math for the coronavirus, it'll come out to a 13. Kirk Douglas, of course, died at 103. Goes to 13. And then we go back to yeah, he died again for the third time at 103. The storm. Now we just had a storm, guys. Storm Kira, really bad storm. Fucking ravaged this place. It's fucking insanely awesome. I love it. Homie over there in fucking Lake District got his shit fucking washed out. I love it. Love storms over here. Anyway, Storm Kira wiped some shit out. A guy died, and the guy that died, he was 58 years old. It was in the papers, all the paper. One death. He was 58 years old. That's 13. And then he also died on the freeway with the water rushed in and killed him in the car. He got in the water. And his on the freeway was A33. So he was 58 years old, and he died on the freeway A33. Now, you guys can verify it yourself by looking up the information. So, I mean, I'm not putting down anybody's death. That's fucking chicken shit to even laugh if somebody died. I don't think this place is real. I think it's a moving, living video game. I don't fucking see anything real here because there's too many of these fucking numbers that pop up. Now, either it was just a random coincidence that one guy that died was 58, which comes out to 13. He died on A33. Yeah. So, let's see. Anyway, all this was weird because in my notes, and people need to take notes, all of these things happen. Now, Tamakama might get this because you're into kind of the darker kind of mood. You're not, you're Christian, but you're into the you can see the darker shit. This all lined up with the full moon, dude. It lined up with the full moon. So all of these lined up with the fucking full moon. All of these 13s.
Well, just last Sunday when it was a full moon, there was a lot of crazy stuff went down. And it usually does. The eclipses, there's always something goes down. Always.
It was I haven't seen that many 13s from a full moon, and I'm like, this full moon. I watch the full moons, and I also see people get heated up. They get real fucking heated up around full moons. I mean, I'm seeing people that I don't see normally get mad. And there's people fighting, and I'm like, oh shit, data, man. This is fucking awesome. So-and-so's fishing. This person fishing. I'm writing all this shit down. I'm loving it, man. I'm writing all this shit down. Fucking WWF on fucking Mandela effect shit. Everybody's fighting right up on the full moon. And I'm seeing, and then all these 13s pop up, and then this crazy ass storm.
Well, everybody's great with you. This place is so strangely weird, super fake.
Yeah.
I mean, 99.99% of reality is a lie. That's why we call it Meha in India, meaning all is illusion. But Meha derives from the word ma, which means to measure. It's really getting, but it's really pushing hard this year. I don't know if you guys, Tomicon, because I know you got it 100%. It's for some reason this year, man. Like this year is really fucking ramped up.
It's increased a lot in the past few months. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think after what was it, January 13th, it got pretty wild.
Yeah, right. It's just really getting. I'm getting some crazy fucking syncs, man. Synchronicity. Today I had several synchronicities. I was listening to I'm a rhinestone cowboy, just listening on the YouTube, and I said I gotta go on Eric's show and I gotta take a shower, go on Eric's show. And this is England. So I go up to the room and I turn it on AM radio and I jump in the shower, and all of a sudden, next song, I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Oh no way, man. They don't play this in England. They don't play that in England. What's that?
My kids are at school and they're having a conversation. Like my one example, she told me she pulled out, or no, she was singing to her friend, like, give me a piece, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. They were just singing it in the corner. And then she noticed behind her, some boy pulls out of his bag a Kit Kat. He's like, hey, look, I got a Kit Kat in my bag. Like, she says this stuff happens all the time. It happens all the time to me too.
It's really, I mean, I'm getting to the point where it's happening A lot. I'm laughing at more and more stuff. I'm actually feeling happier. Most people are getting sad. I'm just feeling like it's getting there. The train's getting there, man. It's getting closer.
Yeah, I don't trust those syncs though. They feed off you. They want you to be part of the network. They'll try to anticipate your move and you'll be like, oh, that was me. And then you let it go to your head and they catch you off guard again.
I get that. Yeah, it's a chess game, dude. I feel it's a chess game. I feel it's a game. There was the day of the full moon. It was the full moon, and me and some of the flatmates were driving and locking brakes every 2 seconds because these people were just going into the road. Now, again, let's debunk it because in England there's jaywalking is legal. They can legally jaywalk, but it was unusually a large amount of people kept jaywalking. I was like, drive fucking slow. Let's just get through this day and get back, man. Everything was bad karma. Everything was bad karma. It was bad.
Right too, right now.
If you pay attention to your thoughts like really carefully in most of the stuff you do, like you can anticipate it. Like I'm driving and I'll be like, watch out on the next corner. There's some guy jumping out and walking in front of you. Like you have to like always be aware of what you're thinking.
That's it. Once I see it happening, I see the pattern, and you, like you said, there's a pattern. You'll just get the pattern. It's happened so many times now. Here's the pattern today. The pattern is for this today. And I'm like telling these people, hey, there's a pattern today, man. Let's keep shit cool. Everything stays cool. Nobody get mad at each other. Let's all not get mad at each other because no matter what's gonna happen, one person's gonna be grumpy. It's just you want to feel that grumpiness. You're gonna be slightly short-tempered. Everything's gonna feel that way. So I'm like, you know what I do? I get high. I get high.
Well,
I don't smoke the weed anymore, but you know, I hear you.
Maybe CBD oil in it or get some. Think of brownie. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I know it's coming.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like me personally, like I used to, but after that,
that sucks.
I don't know what they're putting in it.
Maybe that's God's way of saying you're not smoking weed no more, man. It's like you're not smoking no more.
It's like when I got Mandela, right? Like I felt indestructible, but at the same time, I got sciatic nerve damage. So it's like it had to humble me and make me not, like you said, go wild all the time. Like
yeah. Same with me. You're still reminded. I was joking about last week. Somebody kicks you in the fucking Jimmy, dude. It's gonna hurt. I mean, I'm indestructible. I have no.
You notice the pain threshold's a lot lower now, though. Like it doesn't. Things don't hurt. Like you can bang your shin really bad, and you're like nothing. Like
don't hurt that long.
It's weird. Like,
but I can't take hot showers. That's just my genetics, though. I can't take it too hot. I can feel too much. Used to not be able to feel that much.
Hot water is pretty sensitive. That's true. I find that.
Yeah,
if it gets too hot, if it's cold, it's not as bad.
But I quit an opiate, so that's I have to debunk it because I got off opiates. So now when I feel hot water, I have to turn it down a little bit cool because it's fucking hot. Yeah, I have to take cooler showers now. I don't know. Our body temperature probably are changed a little bit. I'm sure there's a Mandela effect out there for that. Someone's fucking our body temperature changed.
I can just tell water in us, a lot less water in us, apparently. Yeah. Too.
How long have you known that fucker Robert up there?
Oh, well, hold on before you say that, Eric. Guess what Eric, you know the maiden name? You know the maiden name that mom put on the birth certificate on yours?
Yeah.
What is it?
There was another name. God.
What did she put on yours? Mine's McEwen. What's yours?
Fuck, I gotta go get it.
It starts with E.
I don't think I'm related to any of the ones.
I'm joking. I was gonna throw it in there. Evans, man. Evans.
Yeah. I used to okay. I used to use that.
But now, I was adopted. So.
Oh, that's right. But still, it's kind of cool though. It's a coincidence.
We got to get him a hat because he's way better looking than we are. We're fucking ugly. He's making us look bad.
But he's a mod.
I don't wear a hat much. But
he can't wear a hat. He's a mod. He's
not fair, dude. He's got hair. We don't. Man, look at my high hairline.
He's emo, dude. He's gonna grow his hair. He's gonna cover one of his eyes and have his ear.
And you're in your 40s like us, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
He's probably got the Smiths. He's probably got the Smiths in the background right now.
I'm pretty close. I'll just say that.
Hey, you guys gotta sub his channel. He got some great stuff on his channel. So
Yeah,
if you haven't just tried Tomahawk, you gotta ask yourself, why not, man? This guy's the real deal.
Yeah, you're good at gematria. You're like one of the earliest ones to do gematria. Like the only ones were started doing gematria on there. You were doing all the. Then you started doing Christian stuff. Then your ass got kicked off.
Yeah,
I remember
they totally shut my channel down. They just bombed it one night. Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing.
You and I both had our channel shut down.
Yeah. Like
somebody was on Brian
all my
Stabley.
stuff's on lockdown. I can't even access that account, but it's there because if I re-upload one of the old videos, it says you've already uploaded this. So Google still has them all there.
So in theory, you put all of those religious scriptures on there, and now you can't access the religious scriptures.
That's not really what it was, though. I think it was because I did a bit of decoding on the Mason stuff. And when I did that cereal box, and then when I did the chemtrails, did an X over my house. So I did a video. They pulled that video right away. They blocked it. And then when I decoded the back of the cereal box showing all the Masonic stuff hidden, that thing, the audio dropped. They dropped all the audio on it. That was horrible. And then eventually they just kicked my channel down. Like I said, whoever's attacking my channel, God bless you. And then instantly they shut it down.
They shut down mine just out of nowhere. And my channel was not even as bad as Bob's. And his was on. Mine was shut down.
Well, Tomahawk's was really fucking good. I was excited, dude. You were breaking down all these numeric codes and everything. I'm like, oh, fuck, Tomahawk's got one. I got you on fucking Bell, dude. Your shit was coming up and you were debunking. You had all these numerical, doing all the country and all the. Whoa!
I had a few run-ins personally with Masons too. I'll say in that time period, like there was one visiting my neighbor, and I had a discussion with him in the hallway. There was another one that used to watch me outside this place I worked, and that was an interesting day. But then they just shut it down.
Yeah. Somebody was like asking Brian on his channel, on his show today, like how much money you make and all that. You know, it was like he's being honest on these kind of shows, these communities, we don't make no money. And you know, I typed in that, YouTube would rather shut the truth down, you know, and then pay you.
No,
instead of paying you, if you earn it, fuck you. Your shit is crap. We don't want your truth out there. Let's just shut you down.
No, this is what I told people. People ask me, what do you feel about people making money? I said, well, you have to now. You got to look like, because they're slashing channels. You know, they're going through everyone's channels. And if you're not viable to make money, you're not a channel that has got potential to make money, your shit's gone. Your fucking channel shut down. I mean, as stupid as it may sound, it's like they're forcing you to make a fucking dime. And when you make a dime, I know people talk about, I threw fucking $5 in.
Brian gets paid by tips, guys. Brian is
tips,
a waiter. I mean, that's what I get from his channel, right?
Yeah,
Brian is a waiter, and he gets paid from tips.
Yeah.
So don't be too disrespectful about him truthing. You know, that's really
I agree. That's why I said I agree with you.
I mean, I don't live next to the guy, but I really guess that's where he gets his money from, right? Yeah.
You have to do it now. You have to be viable. I mean, it's getting to the point where they're going to be like, well, if you're not putting commercials up.
I mean, Brian is.
They're getting that close. We're like, if you don't put a commercial up, they're going to take your channel down. Like, I don't want to put a commercial on.
You know what? Yeah. We should be sponsored, right? Viagra should sponsor us because we're old guys, right? We got an older age group that watches us. We would
like a manure
Viagra shirt.
A manure, or at least a rock band. How about a rock band? I want a rock band sponsorship. Yeah. I want a cool rock band sponsorship.
We'll take sponsors. we would never get a sponsor.
No. Oh,
they would pay people to get us off.
So I have something crazy. I'm gonna pitch it to people. Now this is a 50. Go ahead. I was going to do another one of these that's going to cause problems. I'm known for that. So this is going to cause problems. This is going to cause problems. Nothing bad, though. I'm not like, there's no person being targeted. This is just one of those controversial things I bring up sometimes to fuck with people. Like, this is another one of those chess kind of a thing. It's like, do you checkmate the queen? Or let me ask Tomicon. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong answer. You probably didn't play chess, but you played chess. You checkmate the queen or the king?
What? The king. The checkmate? The king.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're a king person. We have queens. We checkmated the queen and checkmated the king person. It means nothing, so don't sweat it. But here we go with this other one. This one's going to cause some weird distensions.
But way more check. The Tomicon looks way more check.
If you get your other pawn to the end, you could turn it into a queen.
We just him. He like
I learned to play chess when I was 6 years old.
Yeah, it's causing all kinds of problems. Here we go.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay, so here we go. Now, back in Sagittarius, I'm just going to call it, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to call it Sagittarius. We're going to go, here's Tomicon's going to get in trouble for this one. We're going to go back into Freemasonry again. So I'm going to do this one again. So I'm going to do the local Freemasonry. Here we go. The compass and square. I've done this before. 1 second. And it goes exactly along with what I'm talking about. But I'm an idiot, and I'm not very smart, so I don't know. Here we go.
It's the queen. Brian says the queen also. Yeah.
Start the fucking battle again. Let's get over that. You guys mull that over yourselves in a separate show. Here we go. So I'm going to start a whole new controversy in a second. So here we go. So give me the center bar again, or you guys can see it.
The Star Trek symbol?
You know what?
Upside down, I might say, but nobody noticed. Star Trek used to face the other way. Nobody noticed.
So here is
Star Trek.
in antiquity. This is the Freemasonry symbol, and I was in the Freemasonry, so I'm not putting down the people, but this is just the symbol that's here now. This is the way it is now. This is the way it's always been. So it's just here now. Now back home, it did not look that way, and it's a flat compass like that because it's actually measuring a fixed surface. Hold on. Down here. It's measuring a fixed surface. And so back home, it was measuring something different. A round surface. Now, these are all hypotheticals, so everyone don't sit out there and say, oh, he's fucking talking about
squaring the circle here. That's what they want to do. But as close as they can get is a pizza. They can't do it.
So I'm just throwing out fun stuff for everyone to play with. So this is fun. So here it was back home. One side was longer than the other. So the compass was longer on one side. You remember that?
I've seen that, yeah.
Was longer. So Eric, maybe you could center square so I could do the two comparisons so I could have it all on there.
Okay, let me do you. Okay, here you go.
So as you guys can see, there's one that used to be from Sagittarius. It's got the longer side than the other side. Now over here, they're completely 100% equal. Now, of course, my drawings are off, but you guys get the idea.
Well, they want everything symmetrical here too, though. That's what the whole Vesica Pisces and the two circles.
Very good.
0 point in the middle, like it's all about keeping symmetrics. They think they want to reflect the spiritual to the physical.
Very good.
They want to manipulate it at the same time.
Very good.
But I've seen them both of those, yes.
So now I'm going to write down on this piece of paper. You guys have to answer it, though. I lost my fucking pen. Oh, here it is. This is my very special pen I carry. It's a dragon pen. I got my dragon pen of. Actually, I had this for years. I had this for years. I take the cap. I take the cap off, and I buy real. Actually, pay like $30 for an actual real ink. I put it in there myself. The little. I just trade it out. Put it inside here's hollow thing here. Plus, it's a great weapon. And you can fight with it, and you can jab with it. It's a great weapon, and you can always carry it with you where you go legally. So anyway, I'm going to write this down. Now, somebody on the sidebar or in this little thing, what is, tell me, hold on, where the hell? I lost it. Someone tell me what is pi? What is pi?
Well, what is pie? I know my wife bought a fucking vegetarian pie this weekend.
Besides
or not vegetarian. What do you call that other vegetarian thing? Vegan. She accidentally bought a vegan pie on accident.
I like pie
shit.
But what is the mathematical equation for pi?
You tell us. I can't remember.
Somebody tell me.
3.14.
All right, I'm gonna write down. So
3.14. That's what he said.
3.14. Okay, so you're correct.
There's a bunch of other numbers too, but yeah.
You're not wrong. See, you're not wrong. So we'll put 3.14 there. Okay, so that's this place, which is the correct measurement for that.
Approximation. They can't quite get it.
Let me see here. I'm gonna write this on the other one. You can go back to the smaller block now, Eric. I look too cool on here by myself.
Yeah, but people love looking at you, man. I mean, Tomahawk looks too good. He's making it look bad. So we got to bring some ugliness back.
Okay, so we got stuff here. Okay, so we got
humans.
So actually, it's 3 point. Oh, actually, you're almost right. So it's 3 point. I got this one here for 3 point. This is old Earth. I got papers everywhere. So everyone stick with me. I'm an idiot. I only have 20% of my memory. Okay, so now it's 3.141. So 3.141 is what we have now. 3.141 for pi. Okay, 3.141 for pi. Back in the old timeline where this was, one side was longer, pi, to measure pi was 3.147. 3.1 for this, for back home. Now, we don't live here no more. Okay, remember, we don't live here no more. We live in a new place. So, but the pi for our old place was 3.147. Now, a lot of people are going to be upset. Go, what the fuck is he talking about? He's an idiot.
No, Niyikas wrote, I remember a 7 after the death.
3.14. I just never paid attention to them.
Well, you actually said, yeah, 3.14. Oh, yeah, you got it. Anyway, you guys got the gist of that one? Does everyone kind of get what I'm talking about there? There's back home, it's now it's 3.141 for the flat plane, which is fixed. It's the measure of fixed. How do you measure the method? What? No, reason why we're fixed is because it's 3.141, but back home it was 3.147, which it's like this weird math that goes round and then flat. To measure it, either way, it's a Mandela effect, and it has something.
It's an ellipsoid. One giant ellipsoid.
Here's a question for you guys. Here's a question. Nishkita wrote, "This Sagittarius and Orion talk." Okay, here is the question: How do you even you were from Sagittarius in the first place? Is it because NASA told you where you were in the supposed galaxy?
Good question. Actually, yeah, good question. I
think it's just a representation. I don't personally think we were in either. And I just know that they love Orion here because he's the mighty hunter and he's associated with Nimrod. And they love that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. And doesn't he have the head of a lion here?
Nimrod?
No, the hunter. Orion the hunter, he has a lion. He has the head of a lion.
Oh.
He has the head of a lion. No,
by a scorpion.
He actually.
I'm bad with constellations, to be honest.
No, you're doing fine. Actually, you nailed it. I'm just because from school, he has a club. So Orion the hunter has a club, and he's holding the head of a lion. Ironically.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of numbers people are typing in the chat. Jennifer wrote, "Is it 3.14149?"
Hey, you guys debate it. Now, I just put it out there.
It goes on infinite number of
maybe 9, not a 7. 1.14149 or Y. And then or 7 ? Laugh out loud.
Run with it, you guys. That's the idea, is to take it, run with it, have fun with it. It's the question is, do you checkmate the queen or you checkmate the king? Because it causes a whole lot of people to not argue, But to debate back and forth, like, what the fuck? Do you remember what the, it doesn't, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong, they're both, one of them's correct for 100%.
We're all pawns.
Yes. He, like you said, he thinks the king, I think the queen, but we're not going to bitch at each other. You're wrong, man. You're wrong.
Mike on there.
No.
Mike was supposed to look up. Mike was supposed to watch 2001: Space Odyssey, and where Howell checkmated the bishop in the movie. He checkmated the bishop. I was like, what? So he's playing Howell, the computer, and then the computer goes, checkmate bishop. He checkmates the bishop, and the game was over. And he goes, oh. What
did that computer play in War Games? That game, was it checkers?
You want to play a game? Checkers.
Tic-tac-toe.
Thermonuclear warfare.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe. That's what it was. You're right, tic-tac-toe.
Thermonuclear warfare, but he played tic-tac-toe first, but then there was no winner. There's no actual ever winner.
If you play the game right, there's no winner.
You play the game right, there's no winner. So then it switches over because it's just in a loop. It's caught in a loop. So it has to go over and play thermonuclear war, but then it plays that and there's no winner.
Yeah.
So that's when he stopped before shooting the bombs. It taught him how to. There's no winner. We can't win in nuclear war. There's
no winner in thermonuclear war. So it's like, why would you play the game to begin with? That's what the computer was saying. I can imagine a supercomputer. This whole place is being run by a giant ass AI, and it's like it knows it to wipe out the humans to be the best option.
You look at all the number association with the effects themselves. It's like there's a complete overlay here on everything. And what's funny is people can believe they're in a computer simulation, but they can't see those patterns. That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Like
some of us can.
When you present it to them, they don't see it, but their minds can run with this complete other theory.
I'm like, no, man. I mean,
dissonance is in everybody. Like,
when somebody comes up with me with a simulation theory, I go, "Can I push you?" And I push him down. I said, "You fell down." Yeah. I guess you fell down in a simulation theory. You fell down. Your simulation is not too good for you. You fell down.
Yeah.
I mean, did it hurt when you fell down? Yeah. Well, I guess it's not much of a simulation.
Let's do a little shout out. The Naikes wrote, "I died February 19th, 1019, and that went with it, but we'll be sober a year on the 20th of this month." Sober for a year.
Sober a fucking year.
Yeah, Bob, I think you went sober for 2 hours one time.
I got to work this afternoon. So.
Oh, you got to go?
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
All right, peace out.
He's always great. I like him. Sober a year. Congratulations. I like to hear that. Everyone knows my channel is about getting people off narcotics. I got off in 2016 in June. I did it in one day, and I suffered for about 2 weeks tremendously. Really, really suffered, but I went through hell. But I did it. I got rid of everything. No pills, none. No blood pressure, no fucking this, no nothing. Zero, zilches, just marijuana, CBDs, coffee, which is good for your liver. He may tell you that they're fucking full of shit. Also, as long as you put honey in it, and I think you should use natural, or not honey, but use natural honey and use butter. But use salt-free butter, pasture-fed salt-free butter in your coffees, and you have a nice little liver cleaner. Anybody tells you that it's not, that they're full of shit.
This is what a bandit wrote. We got another guy who wants to jump in.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Oh, he's the crazy fuck who was dancing on the show yesterday, and I didn't know I was watching a horror movie or what. I was making spaghetti. Hey, where's my picture? Fuck! I asked you to draw a picture of me with a cowboy hat on.
Wait! Look, it's in the works.
He was drawing pictures of clowns, and I'm like, "Where's my picture?"
Crazy fuck. It's the crazy fuck. Okay.
Where's my picture?
Oh wow!
Hat?
Oh wow! He finished my painting. Wow!
I want to see the picture.
Wow.
Check it out. Check it out.
See the picture.
That's pretty good. It looks like
That's
it.
good.
It's not finished.
Yeah, that's me.
It's not finished.
Yeah,
All right.
you
It's
nailed
Look
it.
at
Dolly.
fucking Boyington. Look. I'll be
Dolly.
back. I'll be back.
But you're getting there. You're getting there, Papa.
It's getting there.
Papa, you're
I gotta
getting
turn
there.
these. I gotta turn all these streams off, man. It's like one to the next, to the next, to the next. My head's buzzing, and I haven't got any artwork done in a week. But I'm loving it.
That's good. Man. Hey, now we knew that guy. We knew Jaws. We knew the actor. Eric and I. We didn't know him. We knew him. He knew us as kids. But we met. We know him. He was from North Fork, California, where he lived. So when we were little kids growing up, we got to watch. We got to watch James Bond, that movie. But then we also got to see that character. He lived in a town up in North Fork in the mountains where we lived at.
Did he really have metal teeth?
No, man. No, he could barely move.
That's
the dude
so
was
super
really
cool.
crippled, man. He had this walking stick. I mean, he could barely get around. He was barely moving. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Well, he had like a little bit of that giganticism or whatever it's called going on, didn't he?
Yeah. He watched all the little league games, all the baseball, all the high school baseball games, all the high school little league game, all the games. He watched everybody's games.
Famous people in our area, Fresno. Bubba from the Heat of the Night was actually mayor.
Oh yeah, Bubba from Heat of the Night. Yeah,
Bubba from Heat of the Night was mayor. So we actually have some famous people in Fresno area.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Happy
It wasn't all a shithole.
World War II, famous Pappy Boyington. Pappy Boyington was a famous pilot. If you guys know him, he was one of those American volunteer pilots. You guys remember Baba Black Sheep? They actually had a TV show called Baba Black Sheep about Pappy Boyington and the Flying Tigers. Well, Pappy Boyington used to fly fucking crop planes in the valley. He flew fucking crop planes, man, in the valley. So that's when he got recruited by the military to go fight in World War II over in China. Speaking of China,
he was dropping early chemtrails. So what the heck?
He was dropping early chemtrails. Yeah.
Hey, here's a question for you, Bob. On your channel, do you offer some kind of an email address for people? Somebody's asking if you have an email address.
They could email you. Do you send it to me? I guess yeah. I do. I've got a lot of emails. That's the problem.
What I'll do is I'll put an email address that he can email, and then I can just forward it to you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Robert, your channel is Robert Wood, right?
Yeah, Robert Wood, yeah.
Okay.
His channel is also in the description too.
Yeah. I focus on people getting off drugs. So mine's entertainment.
Yeah, that's cool.
it's just, you guys are like serious. We got serious conversations. People are serious. Mine, I tell you, don't take it seriously, man. Do not take my shit seriously.
I know, dude. You're so like in my head. It's more like don't listen to the words, listen to the message, right?
Yeah.
Don't listen to the words, listen to the message. Yep.
Sometimes I gotta jump in there when people are like confused. Like there'll be ladies like, does he know nobody's talking to him? It's like hey, it's part of the show. Just get some popcorn and enjoy it. So I have to help people out sometimes for his show.
Yeah, I really fuck with people. I used to I have it because I went to school for anthropology, man. So when I first woke up with this effect, like yourself, who the fuck do you trust, man? You're my friends at work, man. When I first woke up, I call it the goatee world. The goatee world, like the evil side, like you have the good side, and then you have your bad side of yourself with the goatee. Like the good guy has no goatee, and the bad guy has a goatee. When I woke up, everybody, the green light went from the fucking top to the bottom, and the red light's on top, and everything's upside down to me. Everything's upside down, and so my friends at work, or my best buddies, were not the same people. They were dicks. They were like fucking dicks. They were fighting.
I think it's vibrational. It's vibrational that way. Somehow they pick up on you. Have picked up on a high vibration, and they go right into the negative pole of a magnet.
It was awful. It was awful. So I said I saw them upside down, and I said I call this the upside down world. So when I first woke up, I always tell people, now you got to be careful over here, man. Even the people that are screaming, they have the effect. There's still some of them. feeling that low vibration. They're still in it.
Yep. It is an intricate game, man. It is an intricate game because even when you're spoken to, right? I know you're in my head, Robert. I know you're right where I'm at. But even when I'm serious, man. Even when you're here, there's pitfalls, man, because you think once you get a taste of being able to see, all of a sudden you take it for granted and you start thinking you see everything, and then man, it whips you right in the ass. You know what I mean?
Back at the fucking thing. You get right back at it. It almost gets depressing. I take breaks. I literally don't. I watch comedies. I go back and, in fact, I watch Ron Burgundy. I'm in England, so these people never see Ron Burgundy. So, but here's the problem with Ron Burgundy. Now we laughed our ass off. The show was the Brits fucking love it. I live in a flat with a bunch of hippies, and they brought me here, man. I had no home. So anyway, we're watching.
I'm on my way, brother.
and the first thing we started seeing was the 13s. I'm going to give you guys one of them now. So Ron Burgundy, at the beginning of the movie, he's like, "This is Ron Burgundy," and then the guys in the bar, are in the bar all watching. "Hey guys, shut up! It's Ron Burgundy," and one of the guys is wearing a T-shirt that I've never seen before. It has a 13 on it. It's just 13 on it. I'm like, "What's up with the 13 shirt?" Right there. Further you go, there's more 13s. Just find those yourself. But here's the 13th. So after it was over, these guys were like, "This is hilarious." We all died laughing. I said, guess what, guys? I have a Ron Burgundy part 2. So we put in Ron Burgundy part 2. So here we go again with the laughs. And there's another bar scene. And they're like, "Hey, guys, it's Ron Burgundy." And a whole different character, whole different cast. And the guy walks up, and he's got a different shirt, 13 on it. Yeah. Another 13 T-shirt. I go, they have a guy with a 13 shirt and a guy with the same shit.
Yeah. Well, they I always think that they love to script shit and put little fucking Easter eggs so that they can laugh in the back room at the fact that they're getting over on us. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing about that. Now, this is why you're correct. Some of it is contrived, 100%. You are dead on. However, some of it is not. Some of it has been placed in there. You know why? Eric has the evidence. Eric, last week, or Eric's last show, Eric has 9/11 in his theory.
They would like to make you and us think.
Yes. Eric has 9/11 in theory.
Bob, to interject you, but they would like to make us think that they're on top of it. But it's not. It's not. Then if they're on top of it, why are we so important? Why are we being blocked?
Fucking right on.
Why is flat Earth being ridiculized? Why is
listen?
Why don't all the stories of Cinderella get ridiculized more than Flat Earth? Because Cinderella is more of a pretty thought up idea than Flat Earth. Flat Earth has some foundations in truth. Cinderella doesn't. Of course, it still does.
Listen, the harder they oppose you, the closer to the mark you are. If they're opposing us, if we're fucking idiots, man, there's nothing to oppose. Let us make idiots out of ourselves.
It's actually an affirmation.
Misinformation. Yeah. They do. Well, they're countering us. I predicted it. I was like, 2016. I wrote it all up. Okay, in 5 years, we're definitely going to have a wave against us. I was expecting it in 17. I'm surprised, but we're doing the math now. This place is all about the astrology. So these people are following the astrology. They're following the moon cycle. Everything they're doing is part of the astrology. They can't just do it. They gotta move, and they gotta move the chess pieces at certain times. So I've been watching the astrology, figuring out, they're moving it this time. This is when they're moving this.
They cannot do it from within. They cannot do it from within. They need the stars to guide them. And we have the stars within, and
within us
will guide us. I'm not ever looking at the stars, but I notice the difference. I notice the differences in my body when there's a full moon and when there's a half moon. I notice it by now. Why? Because they're retracted from society.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. But see, like Eric has a 9/11. Right? But Eric has a 9/11. He didn't plan that. He didn't plan. Eric's not part of the conspiracy. That's why I tell people he isn't part of the conspiracy. And Eric's not a Freemason. So Eric has a 9/11. What it did was it Mandela in there. It wasn't there, but now it's a 9/11 and Eric's fucking thing. And then I went back and I watched it. Eric has also a 129. It's the 13 is in there. You could see the 13 in there. Yeah. Eric, go back and look at your video and you look at the numbers on your thing. Now, Eric didn't plan it. That's the thing is Eric is not in on it. Yep. A simple person like a schmuck like him got Mandela. What do you want to call it? He got numbered 9/11. I mean, he did it. Brian Staley was on and Eric was on and I was on and there it was. I was like, shit. I went back and watched it over.
Yeah. He's a schmuck like Bob's brother. You mean Bob's brother? Right?
I know, right? What the fuck? I stood up for that.
Poor Gypsy. Poor Gypsy. Give me a virtual hug, Gypsy. I love you, brother.
Just the schmucks like us, the schmuckatellis like us are rolling out 13s by accident, you know? They're rolling out the 9/11 by accident. And I don't feel like I'm part of it.
You treat me better than him.
Little dog. Evil, my evil cup. The new skull face. The new skull face. Oh, remember, guys, you want to see the old skull. If you guys want to go back and reminisce about the old skull and go, yes, that's what it looked like. Watch Time Bandits, the movie. Go all the way to the end of the movie where they go to the end of the firmament. They go to the end of the firmament in the movie. They pick up a skull and they crash it through the window. But the skull they use has no back holes. There's no back holes in the skull. So it's got the open eye holes in the skull they're holding in their hand. And it's dimensionally perfect. I mean, it looks just like, because I used to work at the Smithsonian. I used to handle skulls, archaeology. And I used to pick up the skulls, and I knew exactly about the back hole. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be able to skull fuck. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you must have been pretty good at skull fucking, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't. These were prisoners. The skeletons I work with were actually prisoners from a prison. They exhumed them, and because they belonged to the state, because they were in prison, their bones still belong to the state. So they gave them to the Smithsonian. And the Smithsonian uses them as like they use them as like samples. They cut pieces out of them and shit.
Right.
That's sad, man. These people died at the prison. Don't be using their bones. That's fucked up.
Yep.
Crazy stories. Anything from you guys? Anything new Mandela effects going around? Anything? I don't even look anymore. I give up.
I don't look. I don't look.
No.
I leave that to you guys. I leave that to the guys out here that specialize in that. You know what I mean?
I got fucking invited here for I got fucking invited on this show today for the Mandela effect, and it's
tell us. It's all yours. It's all yours.
I was not a big
tell us.
It's my Mandela effect. I discovered it.
Tell us.
Yeah. Look at the people stalking.
We're gonna give you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the
she
solo
lost
window.
The freckles.
There you go. You got the solo one. Tell us.
Even in this fucking picture, Floyd.
They disappeared. Yeah.
So
I put them in last night, and they disappeared.
So for you guys in America, Star Wars is a big thing. Star Wars and Star Trek is a big thing. It never really touched me. You know, I had friends around me who liked Star Wars and Star Trek, but I never got too fazed by it. But Pippi Longstocking, she really hit a nerve with me and my surroundings because she was creative and free, you know. And she used to have like yeah, and freckles face.
Freckles, yes.
Pippi Longstocking, and not just like freckles on your butt or somewhere, but just like very pronounced freckles, right?
Yes.
I even remember them being painted on, being makeup, because.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
She doesn't. Just look at any picture. Just look at any film. Just look at any movie. They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
And when I look at.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm going too fast.
That's weird.
And when I look at, because I have movies for like since forever, and since 2 days, I've been looking at all of her movies, and then I thought, well, maybe Disney bought it and they all like cleaned it up, like restyled it and removed the freckles and upgraded the definition, right? And like they do, and it really shows. But where the fuck did the freckles go from Pippi Langkous? Because if the freckles from Langkous in that process, I can still see freckles in other people's faces in the same movie, so it doesn't add up.
Right.
And anybody I tell that Pippi had freckles, they say, of course Pippi had. She even had very pronounced freckles. I tell them, yes.
Yeah, that's her thing. That's her thing.
So that's
why we all know how that works, though.
Mandela effect for you.
Yeah, we all know how that works, though. I mean, it's like nothing surprises you anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Once you've been kicked a couple times in the gut, it's like, you know, all right, kick me again. What the hell? You know?
And she had red and white.
Papa, let me tell you, this one surprised me. Because it was not an American Mandela effect. Because most of the effects just are sort of American or sort of international, and this was sort of a European thing, a northeastern European thing. So yeah,
well, keep in mind that America, you know, is quote unquote the greatest country in the world, right? But remember, it's an inverted universe. Okay, so yeah, we're the greatest, all right. Yeah, okay. You know, whatever they tell you, you go the other way.
Yeah,
because listen, I don't mean to be an anti-American guy, but all you got to do is watch a couple hours of fucking American TV to know that we're all fucking idiots over here. Anybody that's watching that TV, man, it's just fucking stupidity, fucking personified. I mean, every second of it, you know. I mean, try to watch 1 hour of fucking Kelly Ripa and fucking that other fucking asshole. Try to watch an hour of it, man. If you don't want to fucking go out and create your own mass event, then you're just one of them. You're just one of them, you know.
Yeah. You know, but there are things overseas too.
I will not watch 1 hour of them.
Remember the Prophet Muhammad? There's a Mandela effect. I googled him, and you could see pictures of him on Google, and I was like, you cannot and could not ever see pictures of the Prophet Muhammad on Google,
right?
Ever. That is a huge no-no. That causes war. People get killed for that. It's on Google. Yeah. They also have a beard, one of his beards, one of his hairs of his beards in a tube that's on display. It's for Muslims to see. And his prophecy was not to have anything. No hairs, nothing of him. That is also like overseas, they've got the same thing, especially with the prophets, the stories of prophets. They've changed. Of course, we know Yeshua changed. So Prophet Muhammad also changed. Yep. Some of his stories changed too. And some of that
Zarathustra.
Yes. In archaeology, I studied in archaeology. They didn't have anything on this person other than the basics of wall paintings. And he had a very similar story to Jesus. They had very similar stories. However, it's been debunked because they wrote his stories much after. But anyway.
Have you also heard? I don't know who told me.
What's that? Oh, Zarathustra? Well, he's still practicing. His religion is still here. They still have his religion. It's still here.
The word of
You're delayed.
I'm sorry. This lag is really breaking us up. But there's also I've heard mentioning that the word Jesus or the name Jesus is mentioned more often in the Quran now. I mean,
yes.
I'm not into Arabic, to Quran, but that's been a effect too.
It is
correct. The other way around, or I mean,
that's a synchronicity because I was going to say that. You got me. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Yeah, the prophet Yeshua. The prophet Yeshua is mentioned a lot more now. A lot more.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Bob. Sorry.
No, you got it. You nailed it. I don't have to say it. You've that's a Mandela effect. There we go. You got it. You nailed it. He's in there a lot now.
Hey, I never showed you guys my new toy.
Pardon.
Bob, I never showed you my new toy.
What is that, dude?
Okay. This is the Millennium Falcon. All right.
What?
So in here,
what the fuck's
you
that
put
toy?
you put hot wax in there, right? And when the hot wax melts, you see Han Solo being frozen.
No, in carbonite.
Yes.
He's frozen in carbonite.
Yes. If it's dark, you'll see the lightsabers on the wall. The kind of the wax you use in there, it makes your house smell good.
Oh,
so I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me see if you guys can see Solo. Hold on.
Don't show me that. I might take my dick out. Oh, I see a hole. I see a hot hole.
That's cool,
I see his
man.
face. I can see his face on the top. Yeah.
You just went to Star Wars. I haven't showed somebody my new toy at all lately, so sorry about that.
So Han Solo's in there.
Yes, he's in there permanently, but it's just cool when the wax melts, you can really see him, and then you can watch the wax like harden around him, make it like he's being carbonite.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, so there's already wax in there. If there was no wax, you can see Han Solo's whole body.
Yeah, chicks like that. To watch it harden around them.
Chicks would love that.
Oh,
They get the clean house.
I like my toy.
You see Han Solo frozen in carbonite, they're like, oh my god. This man, he knows where it's at. He knows where it's at. Then he has like
Eric,
the comic book down everywhere.
Eric, what happens if you put your junk in there?
Oh God.
Well, I haven't tried that yet. So
you see, I wouldn't be able. That thing would barely be out of the box. I'd be like, oh, what's that? I got to try this. I'm sorry. I'm just sexually repressed. You know what I mean?
You sound that way, very much so. But it's not your fault, dude. It's not your fault because we have a lizard brain. We have a larger lizard brain now.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Fuck you, Pop. You said you got laid last night.
Yeah, but I didn't have a partner.
You said you got laid last night, like for the first time in 4 years. So.
Yeah, but no partner.
Oh, that's the story. Oh, that's how you call it. Oh, so that's how you call it these days. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I had sex, but it was just with myself.
Lamp thing going on, baby.
Yeah.
Are you ambidextrous? Did you go? Did you? Oh, you're good. You're a double fister. Very good.
Well,
man.
I'm ambidextrous, but I mean, let's face it. Like you get caught up in these habits, right? But every time I want to pretend that it's somebody else, I use my left hand. You know what I mean?
You do the stranger. You know what the stranger is, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I don't.
Well, no, the stranger is you got to sit on your hand for a while. You got to sit on the hand. See, there's no feeling.
Oh, get it numb. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I'll check you.
It's called the stranger.
Oh, I can't wait. I got something to look forward to tonight, other than system failure. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you guys have practiced the stranger.
I'm gonna sit on the hand right now. Just to get ready from when it.
Tell you what, Floyd, I'll send that to you so you can have fun with it.
Ladies, we do a bunch of guys on there having a good time. We're from Sagittarius, or whatever you want to call it. We had old humor from our time. We're not sexist. We're just funning. We're funning.
It's just fun. I think most people get it. You know what I mean? We're all adults. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
I know, Floyd.
The locals don't get it. The locals don't get it.
You can sit on a hand. I know. You can sit on a hand.
Stranger.
The problem is, see, if I sit on my hand, I might lose. I might lose a couple fingers.
But yeah, I know.
I like that. Just get around the Mandela hand.
It's not the issues that I wanted to address. It was more like you're the fonts. You can sit on it, You can sit on it.
Hey. By the way, anybody out there in the chat, if you want to shout out, I can't read the chat. I can't read the chat, but about 6 months ago, Henry Winkler died in my timeline, right?
Yeah.
And then within about a month, he was back. And I even had a sheeple that lives with me, right? The night that he died, and it was on the news, right? She always, when celebrities die, right? She goes, oh, that's so sad, this and that. And we went through that whole thing, right? And like a month later, I saw him coming on to like the Tonight Show or something like that. So I go to myself, wow, this got to be a repeat, right? And no, he was on the Tonight Show live. And so I went to her the next day and I said, do you remember when Henry Winkler died like a month ago? And she was like, no, what are you talking about? It was fucking, I was like, this fucking world, man.
Yeah, people keep coming back. They keep, I mean,
yeah.
But the people the only ones I've made notes about, the ones who came back had like, they died in my
but
time.
If the fonts keep coming back, the fonts is.
But they have like.
Okay, as Jesus is.
He's the Fonz, yeah. He's got the little black book.
If the fonts keep coming back, that's okay with me. He's just as cool as Jesus. He's the only. The only difference is that he doesn't wear like white cotton. He wears like black leather.
Black leather, yeah.
Jesus. He's the fonts.
Yeah, he's the man in black.
The man in black. I'm eating honey because I might have the coronavirus. I don't know yet. I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Listen, Robert, the coronavirus was made in China, so it won't last long. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. I ain't worried about it. I've gotten so many freaking. The last one that came through here, I got that one. I usually get sick for like 2 days tops. 2 days tops. I'll get.
Yep.
Yeah. What is that, dude? What are you wearing? Where'd you get that?
It's the Flying Nun. Look, it's Sally Fields.
The Flying Nun. I remember that with the freaking.
Yeah, you saw her.
This is the Luke Skywalker robe from Return of the Jedi.
Nice.
Oh. Are you gonna play with your lifesaver?
It looks so fucking awesome on you, man.
You pull it up?
Hold on.
He's lucky he's married. Because nobody would marry him.
Yeah, it's a good thing he's already married, right?
It was okay. He could be his kid.
She probably doesn't even know he has this stuff. He's got it like behind a false wall. He slides out of the way and shit.
Who knows what happens in that? Hey, baby, I've got a lifesaver. I'm here to save you. I'm here to show you some.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you. May the force be with you.
I'm here to show you some force. Hope you don't mind. I'm eating a lot of secret, guys. Honey. If you get, I found out if you get sick, lots of honey, lots of pure 100% honey.
Yep.
Viruses. Really does.
Well, that's why they're doing away with the honeybees, right?
The good things are back.
That robe is hot.
They're coming back with a vengeance over here. I went all over the fucking back of this turtle, and there's lots of bees now. They're back. Good. What do you got? Is that the lifesaver? Ooh.
It's dead. Wow. This is actually his lifesaver.
Luke, I'm your father.
Voynich, I am your father.
Yeah, can you imagine that child support payment? I mean, fuck, man. I know he's making a lot of money from the fucking empire. He's making a lot of money. Now, Luke wanted his fucking child support where his mom did. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I think we should write George Lucas and demand a movie of fucking Darth Vader.
Floyd, you are my father, Floyd, you are my father, but
I wish
Floyd, since you are my father, let me ask you, who the fuck is my mother?
Princess Leia. She got Leia. Look, by the way, I have my only Star Wars toy, my Princess Leia hair.
Hey, didn't that change? I think somebody was screaming at the Mandela.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That was system failure. You said it was like it's more in the front now and it's bigger than it was.
I have to go back.
Yeah, but he's out of his mind. Don't listen to him. He's out of his mind. Here's the thing. I'm his father too, right? And all he wants is fucking child support. It's like, why do you think I sent you off across the fucking pond? Right? Because I don't want to ever see you again, you little bastard. But speaking of system failure, look, he's here too. Look, he's here too.
I got the answer now. This Jennifer M says, "Does Eric have a Bonnie costume?" I don't have a Bonnie costume, but I do have another outfit that I won't put it on because you're not gonna believe it. You're gonna.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You know what outfit I'm talking about? The green outfit.
Oh God, dude. Yeah. Oh God, no. It's like only Southern Philadelphia.
I'm not gonna put on that green outfit.
Yeah, don't do that.
Man, thank God Brian Stabley taught me how to dance.
Yeah.
Thank God Brian Stabley taught me how to dance, man, because like I don't think I'd ever get laid again if that man didn't teach me how to fucking all the moves.
That's good. The old school moves. You do the cabbage patch. There you go. Can you do the cabbage patch?
No, I can only move like Brian Stabley.
Anyone ever heard of a game with lightsabers and dancing?
Oh, maybe.
Any questions from a sidebar? Anything important? They have any very important questions for us?
Spelling of Princess Leia also changed. Actress name Me2. I mean, Mandela. So Leia's name changed, huh?
Huh.
I never really looked at her how to spell her name. That's a
Leia, right? Leia.
She wrote Leah.
Yeah, I think it used to be Leia from what I remember. Because I'm not really a Star Wars guy, so I don't even really remember any of that. But I only saw like the original first three. After that, I lost interest because they just started getting worse and worse.
Well, I think it's on purpose. I think everything's made bad on purpose now. My opinion, only my opinion, but it's all made bad on purpose. Everything you watch is bad.
Floyd, but Jewel.
You got kicked in the jewels? What happened?
Dual memory on that.
Dual memory,
as Floyd says.
Yeah,
a lot of people do.
A lot of people says, like I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but it was just like 4 letters. 4 letters, but not with a Y greg.
No H. Y. It didn't have an H. It had Leia, I think.
But it's kind of dual. No H.
What's it say? 33 degree Mason.
Elvis, an I, another Y.
33 Freemason. The famous British oculist is pictured here conducting a demonic conjuration ritual, invoke a demon, also known as Yoda, into our space-time.
Mephistopheles, also known as Yoda. Ooh, that's crazy. All I know is everything's fucking fake, and we got God here.
Brian Stabley taught us.
What has it?
Well, he hasn't taught us how to put the penis in the wax thing over there.
Put the penis in the wax. Put the penis in the wax.
And he did not tell you that both male and females have the same size rectums. That we didn't have.
Well, after I'm done with them, they do. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
I'm not entirely sure if it's our job to convince anyone of anything. In the Gita, it speaks of not speaking about God to non-believers, for it will only cause more rift and confusion. Seems like, it's
not. Gita is very wise.
Remember last Friday, I had my son on here, and I said that I don't try to convince him flat Earth at all. It's up to him what he wants to believe.
There's people selected for that. There's people selected for it. You woke up, you're selected for it, and according to my notes, the majority of people, if not all of the fucking people that woke up with it, are all fuck ups. And when I say fuck ups, I mean in a good way, but bad lives, man. Like divorcees, firees, some people in prison. I mean, you fucking name it, man. Down the shit fucking drain line. It's like,
but it's like this is our one gift. This is like we had to suffer to get to the gift. I feel like. I mean, I hate anytime people look at it as a detriment or look at it as them inflicting evil on us because of the Mandela effect. I don't give a fuck how it happens. I don't really care about which Mandela effects change anymore. I just feel like, look, I've been chosen. I'm moving forward with that now. So that said, like when I speak to my children about anything, and this has always been even before I was awake, when I speak to my children, I always gave them at least 2 sides to every story, if not 10 sides to every story. Some people think this, some people think that, some people think that. You think what you want. You know?
Think what you want.
But have all the information. Have all the information. Don't just take it from one source like NASA, because then you're a fucking idiot. Then you're just a slave to those assholes.
They're falling in the same trap. Like a lot of people with the effect are just talking this, talking that, talking that. The balls fucking changed on a gnat, and they're now purple. They used to be fucking red. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who cares about a gnat's balls, man? You know, there's a goddamn point to it. You got to find the codes within it. And the codes are telling you there's a fucking God, and there's a fucking God, and then there's a fucking God, and that God is here and helping you out and woke you up as part of a group to get other people.
Right.
Put up, because we're going to get there. Something's going to happen. People that don't think anything's going to happen, they don't have the effect. They're aware, I call them. They're aware people, and they have some residuals. They think they remember some things, which is fine. But they think it's a continuous thing going to be out to our lives. It's always going to be this way, and they're going to take advantage of the sheep. Well, fuck it. This is where it is. It's our turn to take advantage of them. I've been poor my whole life. That ain't the fucking question, and that ain't the test. The test is to not do that. Don't give in to that shit and fucking help people, man.
Yes. I think it's a calling because I can't not help people. You know what I mean? I can't not. Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of us would be out here unless we had compassion for the sheeple, because we were once sheeple too. And so like, you know I get triggered because, you know, when I see something that they're getting fooled by, look, I could say, fuck you, they're all assholes anyway, but no. I was that asshole too. And I feel compassion because my brothers and sisters are being fucking lied to. You know, I think we all feel that. I think we all feel that in this community.
It's rough. That was the roughest part. It's like, I want to help, man. I want to help. But if you can't help a fool. You know, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm truly trying to help you. But if you're a fool and you're going to follow that fucker and you're going to drink the Kool-Aid at the end of it, or that lady over there, or whatever this fucking temple is over here, you're gonna drink their Kool-Aid. Go ahead, man. I can't help you.
Even that is part of their paths. You know what I mean? Because I was that fool. That fool. So that's why I'm here to help other fools with me. And I love the sheeple. Let me tell you something. I talk about them and I use that derogatory term, but it's a derogatory term. Again, listen to the message, not the words. It's a derogatory term aimed at them to say, hey, you're just acting like another one of the herd. When are you going to think for yourself? When are you going to take the synchronicities in your life and recognize them? When are you going to take the signs that are coming to you? I know what you're going to say, Robert, because you were talking about it before, and the fucking synchronicities are so important. Robert, tell me if I'm wrong, Robert, right? The synchronicities, after a while, right, they drop like fucking rain. Right? Yeah. All day long, they fucking drop like rain. And nobody else sees them. Anybody around you, you could say this and that. I got a woman here, man, 10 times a day. I'll say something like, hey, remember that game Candyland we used to play when we were kids? 4 minutes later, it's on Jeopardy, Candyland as a game, right? And she's still like, I mean, I've done it. I've literally given her the answer, giving her the answer to the final Jeopardy question before it ever came back from commercial. I swear to God, before it came back from, and she still can't give me one bit of validation, not one bit. You know what I mean? Like, where are the souls? Where are your souls? When
I was at Eric's, I was staying at Eric's for a little bit. I had to do 6 weeks over there, and I get to go back over to Europe. And we were leaving to go to the airport, and we were watching the Seahawks game. That was right the last minute of the Seahawks game. And Eric's like locked into the game. I said, don't worry, dude. It's going to end in a 13 anyway. No matter what happens, it's going to be a 13. I can tell you right now. I'm having 13 syncs all fucking day. So Eric, I get out in the car, I put my bag in. Eric comes out and says, yeah, there's a 13 in it. It's over. At the end. And then I said, don't worry about the Super Bowl. There's going to be a 13 involved in it. There's going to be a 13 involved in it somewhere. 49ers, 13. What was the score? The score was what? It was
fuck, I can't remember now.
I know there's 13s in the score.
I'm just glad the Niners lost. I was happy we lost.
It was a 31. What was the score? Is it 31 and a 20? I can't remember, but there's a 13 in there.
31-20 or something.
Yeah.
I just so you know, I'm not a numbers guy. I don't know anything about the numbers. I think it's interesting, just like everything else in this community, by the way. Yeah. We have to have open minds to everyone else out there. We all have these thoughts when we hear each one of us talk. We all have these thoughts that go, nah, he made that up. Nah, he was just misexperiencing it. Like even we do what the sheeple do to us. But we have to rise above that, because we all have our own individual experiences, and there are as many ways to heaven as there are consciousnesses here, unless it's all one consciousness. I mean, of course, there is it is all one consciousness if we really get down to it. It's the separation of all the quote unquote different groups. It's the separation that they are pushing. And by the way, they want each of us to stand in judgment of each other, and none of us are in a position to stand in judgment of anyone else.
Correct. Oh yeah, I'm not judging nobody, man.
Now, I'm sharing something real quick because Bob is an asshole.
I know.
When he told me that Dolly, this is my thumbnail for the show today. Look at Dolly. Bob told me that Dolly did not have braces. Now I put these braces on this picture because that's how Dolly looked with braces.
I can't see that well, but it looks like she looks like she got Jerry Lewis teeth in or something.
Yeah, I was
hey, I'm not perfect, all right? I'm not perfect.
This is actually very does.
When we grew up, Roger Moore was our James Bond during our time. He was. And I remember watching fucking Jaws all the fucking time. And the only reason he liked that little girl was because she had braces. Because you remember now, I don't know how old she was. Otherwise, it looked like it was rape. Not rape, but dating somebody younger than 18. He liked her because of braces.
The braces. Well, he had metal teeth.
I did not accept that. I could not accept that. I go, no.
It became creepy.
Because it would have been creepy. It would have been creepy. The braces. I mean, look at her.
That's creepy now.
It is creepy. Because look, no braces. That's creepy now.
He had metal teeth. That was the whole connection, the metal teeth and the braces. And then he just smiled with the metal teeth, and I was like, that's creepy now.
Right. It's like, it's the same thing as if you build it, he will come. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
How else could a tiny little girly,
that's my point.
Girl like she passes and
there's no way.
Big fucking humongous like him. I mean, that's the whole fucking point about the scene.
That's one of those. That's one of those that slaps you in the face like you're a fucking idiot. Like, are you kidding me? It doesn't even make sense any other way. It doesn't even make sense any other way. But they push it all day long. Right.
That's why we're out of re-end because that's fucked up. That's still fucked up that she has no braces on.
That made it creepy. That's what it made it creepy. Like, that's creepy now.
Come on, you guys didn't like my special.
Now he's just Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Now he's just Joe Biden.
You know?
No, I know.
Creepy Joe.
Pippi had freckles.
Creepy Joe.
See, movies. Movies put reasons. They put fear reasons in it for the reason why somebody likes somebody. And it's just man, I'm so pissed at you for that one.
No, well,
I can't watch that James Bond movie no more. I can't.
We watched it together at the movie theaters. That's why I knew you'd remember that one. We had the connection with the actor. So I kept trying to tell Eric the family thought I was crazy, guys, for a long time. And I got my house. I got rid of everything, my bike,
That's what I did.
Everything. I just went on the road. I left. I'm living in a hippie camp in England, having a great fucking time. I'm having a wonderful fucking. Thank God. I mean, I'm 49 years old, and I'm not like burdened down like I was before, and sad and angry and walking around in low vibration.
Right. You don't look a day. You don't look a day over 60, brother.
I got a little younger.
At the cinema, the braces scene drew laughter from the audience. Braces were the gag.
Right. Of course.
And it made
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it really is because that was
creepy. Yeah.
Also, everybody has different connections on what really changed their mind, but
yes,
I still cannot accept that one. The silver leg with the C-3PO with being all gold. I can accept that
can't
or not, but I can't accept Dolly. I just can't. I
can't accept either. C-3PO was always all gold in my, when I was watching that shit. There's just no doubt in my mind. I mean, but again, it comes down to we have different ones. So there's a sign in there somewhere also. So we need, it's almost like because we can see, they might be trying to divide us by having different Mandela effects for different people. And we need to have solidarity in supporting each other in the fact that we have personal ones also. So not to judge and go, nah, that one, he's just a poser. He just wants to be Mandela affected, whatever. No, it's that one's yours, man. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? I don't get it, but I know that there's ones I have that you don't get. You know?
Jennifer is correct on this. I don't know that film, but apparently Dolly is prettier now too. Before she was playing a nerdy. Yeah. She's right, because she was playing a nerdy, and you don't understand why a person can like that person, but they made her prettier. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Also, in that movie, there's another Mandela effect. Remember, there's a lot of Mandela effects that give answers for in that movie. By the way, Moonraker. He also says, "Play it again, Sam." I mentioned that before. He goes, "Play it again." He takes the guy out. Boom. Play it again, Sam. And that's also a Mandela effect.
It's not Moonraker.
It's Moonraker.
It's Moonraker, but it's not Moonraker.
It's not Moonraker? No, it's not Moonraker. Wait, which one is it then?
Now that's a Mandela effect.
Shit. I thought it was Moonraker.
Oh my God, Joe Biden is the creepiest politic guy I ever seen.
And how they can't see through that, man. Anybody could just Google him, man. And it's so easy to see. It's so easy to feel that creepy vibration, like if nothing else, right? But yet he's like the forerunner for president. But then again, when you realize he's coming after someone like President Obama, right? Who, I won't get all into the political shit here. But when you realize, that he's coming on the heels of that, right? And we actually, listen, I don't want to play into a two-party system, but in my opinion, as an American, we took a step up, right, in this last election, right? And then to think that, that faction is going to take back over, and can be looked up to. I mean, anybody, look up creepy Joe Biden. That's all you have to do. Look up creepy Joe Biden. Watch him in the Congress chambers, for Christ's sake, right? In the public eye on C-SPAN. Watch him, and you don't feel that negative vibration and go, ew, then you're the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah, it's evident. It's overwhelming.
Hey, Bob, Pat Rice says it was Moonraker.
It is Moonraker. Vonage, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah, dirty with racist, happily smile, Dolly. A lot of people are saying, Jennifer is saying Dolly was huge for me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I should have disciplined you more when you were a baby, Voynich. I should have disciplined you more.
Damn him all the hell. We told you it was almost fight now. Wait, where's my tool? Where's my racist doll?
Yeah,
get my racist doll out here.
Get
my racist
so true, abandoned.
Again, I know.
We are all different levels, but we focus on ourselves and improve what we are at. There's always more we can do for ourselves. Health, knowledge, spiritual. That is true.
Absolutely. And by the way, I want to say to Nachikita, he was 100% right for us to not engage in necessarily speaking to fools, right? Casting pearls before swine. But you got to admit, especially in a show like this, it sure is fun, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll give you guys a story, and I feel bad. I felt when I was in the university for archaeology, you have to debunk, and it sucks. So I had a class, and you become the biggest asshole, and it sucks. You're taking somebody else's research, and you're fucking it up, looking for all the loopholes on purpose. It's part of the class. You got to do it for the graduate program, and you got to fuck up people's stuff. And so I had this guy, and I fucking feel bad to this day. I feel bad. There was this guy who did he had cancer.
Fucking sick, Robert.
What's that? I know, but listen to this. The guy had cancer. And he had a method of being.
You are only.
I know
because you were only opposed. You were only supposed to oppose the other guy, just to oppose him, not without
just to oppose him, right?
Any reason, but just to oppose him.
Right.
And that's the fucking trick. And they teach you the fucking trick public. And I hate that. I hate that.
I know.
And everybody falls for it. But you should also be able to see the other point. Yeah, I am. As being still in my shoes. And I can still stand in their shoes. And still in their shoes, I am wrong. Right?
But the good thing is this guy's information still got out there. But let me tell you why I had to debunk it, and it sucks to do it.
It's so fucking violent.
The guy had cancer.
You're right.
To view from the other side.
Yeah. But listen to this. This is why I had to do it. The guy had cancer, and what he did to treat his cancer worked 100%. It worked, and I was shocked that this fucking guy cured his own cancer without any doctors doing anything to him. He cured it himself. And that's one of the problems. He did it by himself without any other controls and stuff. What he did was he moved up to a colder place in Alaska. He lived outside in the forest with his family. He moved out of the LA area, moved up there into a nice, beautiful, clean, oxygen-rich place. He had jars that he put wax paper, cheesecloth over top, and he tied the string to keep it tight. But he put different varieties of meat in each jar, and he let the jar outside to rot. So he let all the meat rot to certain levels, and he marked it beautifully. Dated everything perfectly. The jars were dated. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. And the guy ate the rotten meat. That's what he did to cure his cancer. He ate the filthy, rotten meat. Now, man, there's no maggots or anything because it has the cloth. So he did everything sterile. Well, it could be sterile as it could be with all the poison in it. And he ate all this poisonous flesh. And it was like chemotherapy. It was like chemo. It's his own generic form of
there's no maggots in
Listen, it can't be any worse than the mainstream medicine. It can't be any worse than mainstream medicine.
And it worked. It worked. Now, it almost killed him. Like chemo, it almost killed him. But he got through with the sicknesses.
Yep.
He finally got through it. He got adjusted to it, and it worked 100%. But if I couldn't, without all the other research and stuff, you can't let that go because people could die from that mixture. You just can't do that. This guy lucky or it worked for him. For me to go ahead and say, okay, this is now plausible, blah, 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 without all this other data to fill in, because he had no other stuff other than them eating the fucking rotten flesh. But I knew it in my gut, in my heart, it worked. It worked. But it's worked. But you can't let it go. I had to debunk it and say, no, this is not.
Right.
No, this is not. No, because people could die.
But Robert, I mean, you're aware of faith healing. You're aware of the placebo effect, right? I mean, I saw that many, many years ago, that people will heal themselves just by having a belief in God, by believing strongly enough, or even placebos. You see it in the medical community. They give you something that's bullshit, the sugar pill, and you get better. It's because of the power from within your own mind and the belief that it's going to work. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is the God's honest truth. Since 11 years old, man, I smoked so much cigarettes, so much weed. I used to work in plumbing and heating, in like the Clorox factory in Jersey City, New Jersey, all right, with asbestos falling off every piece of pipe that I had to cut out and do this. I breathed and spackling. I did extensive spackling and sanding of spackling in my life, and that's with no mask, sanding full houses, no mask. And, I had kind of this death wish, you know what I mean? I didn't care about my fucking life, but here I am at 54 years old, and you know why I don't have fucking lung cancer? Because I don't believe the New England Journal of Medicine. I don't fucking believe them. And here I am. I mean, I'm not trying to, you don't want to harm anybody for what they think. And that people are going through detrimental shit, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I was my own fucking placebo effect. I just did not fucking believe their bullshit. And that's why I didn't get it. If I believed it, I would have been dead of cancer, or I would have had a heart attack like some of my friends 30 fucking years ago. I eat nothing but fucking raw pork roll, motherfucker. I should be fucking dead 12 times over based on what the New England Journal of Medicine says. All right. And here I am, right? Dancing like fucking Stavely. Dancing like Stavely.
Somebody actually kind of has a question for you, Bob. Just kind of have a question. Now, with the rotten meat, what's the difference of hanging the meat to age it?
That's there it is. Okay, there's a synchronicity, because I was going to talk about that. Before that came up, I was going to talk about that. There it is. There was the secret. The native cultures and all cultures, no matter what your skin color is, everyone had a native culture at one time. Everybody came from the fucking forest at one time, or whatever whatever you had. They didn't have refrigerators. They hung their meat. Even the Muslims have halal. They have to age their meat for so long outside. Halal. If it's kosher, you got to hang the meat for so long. Allow the soul to move on, number one, for spiritual reasons. And number two, you got to allow it to hang outside. We got so used to putting meat in our fridge. You buy it from the store, you put it in the fridge. You buy it from the store, you put it in the fridge. It's in a little fucking soft-ass, sticky, whatever chemicals they put on it. They put chemicals on it to keep it preserved. They put it in the fridge. Now, when you dry age it, you're actually getting bacteria in there. You're getting some bacteria in there, but that bacteria isn't bad. See, that's what the whole idea of this guy's fucking thing. When I read this, now I know why God wanted me to read this paper. It sucked to debunk it, but it was true. If you hang your meat, that's why the natives never. You ever heard of a Native American having fucking cancer back in the day? You ever heard of any scrolls of anybody having cancer?
Right.
No, they didn't have fridges, man. They hung their meat. They smoked their meat. It's got the nature's bacteria in it. It's going to be a little off. Eric and I, we have always eaten meat that was off because we went deer hunting all the time. We had hanging meat. And then my dad would always buy the marked down meat at the marked down meat section. Then I made a dry ager in my house, and I dry aged steaks. It's marked down. And so I never had a problem. That's the idea, is to have that bacteria in there, that healthy bacteria. It's the same thing as having chemotherapy.
Right. Well, that's the problem. Yep. That's the problem with them pushing an agenda that says you always have to do everything that they do. You know what I mean? Because it's like when they say, you know, I don't even know if they say it anymore. They probably don't. But you used to like to expose children to germs so that they would build up a fucking resistance. Now it's, you know, now kids got peanut allergies before they're out of the fucking womb. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Right? Eat the fucking peanut butter, you little bastard. It's not going to hurt you. You know,
you guys know when the healthiest time in the healthiest bodies, what generation, what year that was, when people were at their healthiest? You guys know that one?
Well, you're healthy if you live.
I'll tell you what I've learned. In the 1940s, during the Depression, is when people were at their healthiest. You guys know why?
Why?
People couldn't buy food to eat. People were starving the most. When your body starves, is when they got the healthiest, because the body was when they're starving, it was burning all the fat off of you. And it was proven that people were getting bad meats because people were throwing food out. They were eating rotten food.
Yep.
Because that's all they could eat. They were eating rotten food and they were starving. And that's when people were actually at their healthiest in life. And that's a fact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at it. Look at it. Again, we're in an inverted universe. So, you know, here we go. You always have the war on drugs. You have the war on obesity. You have the war on bullying in schools, right? And we are fucking bad at war, man, because we keep fucking losing, man. War on drugs 35 fucking years and we haven't even won a battle? It's getting worse? What are you fucking kidding? You mean now the fucking drugs are all the fucking drugs are pushed by the big fucking pharma, right?
Yeah.
And they're the drug dealers now? Are you fucking kidding me, man? You guys are getting me fired up.
It's gotten that bad now. It's gotten that bad.
There's a lot of diets out there, right? There's a lot of different kind of diets, but the diet I was talking about, it's called the 5-7-2 diet. It's where you starve yourself a few days a week.
I heard about that.
And now it's not a popular diet that people talk about because you don't make money off of it because you eat less.
Yeah,
but starving your body is what helps.
I'm doing Ramadan. I do Ramadan every year, so I'm doing that one. I'm not Islamic, but I do Ramadan every year. It's
whatever works, man.
It's a hard one to do, but I usually get a little chubby.
It is hard.
Then I do the Ramadan 40-day challenge, and then I get through that. Then I reset my clock. Then I'm back to being skinny again, all the way up to a certain part of winter, and I gain a little weight again. Then I hit the cycle, and I did it for the last couple of years since 2016. For some reason, I've been doing it. Then I did it at 17, then I did it at 18, then I did it at 19, and now the 20's coming up. So it's coming up again.
We got a question.
What's that?
What are your thoughts on the Rogan shots given to mothers during and after pregnancies?
Oh, fuck. That's for the is that for the RH negative? Or is that that's for the
shots given to mothers during? Yeah, my wife had that shot. The RH shot.
Is that the RH shot?
Yes, the RH shot is where your blood is not compatible.
Yeah,
make sure your kids are born safely.
Well,
that's supposed to give you a shot before and after.
Yeah, well, that's that one. There's a large number of kids with autism. There is a fact that there's a large number of children with autism with that.
I haven't looked into it, but yeah, I mean, basically, if they're giving it to you as something that they're promoting, man, I mean, come on, look at vaccines. Look at vaccines. When they make it fucking illegal for you as a fucking parent who loves your fucking child more than they do to not to say no to their vaccines, man, and they make that illegal, what? I mean, you got to be kidding me. You have, like, again, I'm not a believer in religion. I am very spiritual, but man, you know, you have religious freedom for these reasons. You know, like if it's your religion and now they tell you, well, you can't go by your religion because you have to have this vaccine, man. What are they doing to you? You got to be kidding me. By the way, is it a Mandela effect that women now only have cesarean sections? I mean, because I remember they used to give birth out of the hootie. You know what I mean? Now it's like everybody cut them open, cut them open.
The Negius wrote, yes, all blood types mothers. Yeah, my wife was all positive, whatever, and she had to get that shot.
She's negative. She's negative. Yeah, your wife's negative.
Oh yeah, all negative. Yeah,
she had to get the shots. Yeah, there's a high percentage of autism. Not every. I'm not saying every mother, but there's a large percentage of. I mean,
there it is. Starving yourself is called fasting. Yeah, he's right.
And sometimes autism you can't even tell. I mean, it's so mild. However, there is a percentage of it. Again, that doesn't mean it's extreme on one end or whatever.
Right.
But there is a high number of autism.
If they gave it to everyone, then it would be obvious to everyone. I mean, listen, you had communities out there 10 years ago when autism was really blowing up. You had the autistic mothers saying, "Stop the vaccinations." I don't hear any of them anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem with that one was you get a female that's Rh negative, and then she's in love with an Rh positive dude, and they want to have kids, and she miscarries, and she keeps miscarrying. Yeah.
That's what Chiquita just wrote. Rh negative shot is necessary because Rh negative having Rh positive will cause a miscarriage. And that's why my wife had to get that shot.
That's why the Catholics, and if you're not, I don't know if everyone's a Catholic, but back in the day, you had to go see the priest first, and they did a blood test. If the female was Rh negative, the priest would say, "You guys can't get married because she could die. She could die." And I know we have modern medicine now, and so they're using modern medicine to basically change her hormones all around in her body, and it sometimes works, and it's a roll of the dice. You know, I've talked to people that actually, because I'm an O negative. I'm O negative, so I know all about the Rh negative stuff. So a lot of females that had gotten them shots, the kids are still good kids, but sometimes they might be a little off. Maybe they're a little bit different from the other ones. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just because of the shots.
I'm going to tell you, that shot is not a nice shot for the woman.
No,
I saw my wife get that shot twice, and it's big. It's thick.
That's love.
And he told her it's going to hurt.
You better love somebody to take that, man.
So
I'd be like, I ain't having kids. If I was the woman, I'd be like, we ain't having kids.
Yeah.
Nikias, I'm sorry, I'm saying her name wrong, but she had
not Chiquita.
She had 4. I gave birth to all 4 of my children natural.
Good natural, good. Yeah, good natural. But we have another problem is that people, and I'm talking from an anthropological point of view, so nobody call me a racist. Everybody is. But now you have 2 different types of genetic people. You have some people that are big. You have a Northern European, and you have someone from an African area. They have different body parts, different sizes. Some smaller people can't have them big kids. So you might have someone out in the Middle East that's got a girl from the Middle East has got a boyfriend got knocked up by some big ass Scottish Irish guy, and now they got to have a baby, and that head can't fit. She gonna die. She could have died. I'm not gonna say anything, but I just recently seen that this person could have died without cesarean.
Hey Bob, you heard this one?
What's that?
You wrote, I have studied and know many Rh negative people. Many Rh negative are more intelligent and experience more paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, on that one. The paranormal shit for sure. Yeah.
Now this is weird. 4 children and 8 Rh shots. She had to get 8. They told my wife she only needed 2. One before and the last after the baby was born. And she wouldn't need that shot no more. So my wife only needed 2. We had 3.
2 each. Two for each kid. She's talking about 8 shots, 2 for each.
Oh, I know,
kid.
but for my doctor, they said that they'll give her a shot before and after, and then she will never need any more shots for any other kid. So that's weird that she had to get 8 shots.
Yeah.
And I had 3 kids. My wife only needed 2 shots one time. That was it.
Wow. Yeah, that's bad. I mean,
my mother had 5 children. My mother had 5 children, all breech birth, all breech. Yeah, that means we came out the butt. We all came out the butt.
Well, my son had
study about the genes because Rh negatives are a mystery.
Yeah, I've studied the whole thing. Yeah. Also, I don't get sick very often. If I do get sick, I get sick for like a day. That's why I'm eating funny. I think I got the corona thing.
We lost Bonadage earlier, and then I left him in the green room.
I sent him to his room.
Sent him to his room, away from you. No soup for you.
Before and after each kid. Wow. My wife only needed the shots a couple times. That was it.
Yeah, I'm a negative, so I can just have kids with girls. They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to. With men for females, it's the other way around. They don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
What's true. What the fact is, if any women who sleeps with me beside my wife, I can't get any women pregnant.
You got clipped.
You got damn right I did. I fucking knew my limit. All right, I knew my limit. And it's safer for the man to get clipped than the woman. So all you men are chicken shit out there. It's safer and better for you to get clipped than the woman.
I believe you. I don't want nobody in me. I don't want nobody, no knives, no scissors. No, I got it. I said, I'll stitch it myself.
You know why it's important to Bob? I'll tell you why it's important. I'll tell you why this is important, why I got clipped. This is why.
You got a lot of kids.
When I become president in 2020, no woman could come up and say, my child is with him.
Ah, that's my man. Hey, are we all running for president or what? I mean, listen, write anybody in but the candidates. Fuck it. That's all. If you go to vote, I'm not going to partake in all that shit. But write anybody in but the candidates. That's all.
Floyd Bingo, go to the description. We got a shirt store in the description. You can buy a shirt with my face on it for president for 2020.
Yeah, I can't afford that, or I would have put my own shirts out. I'm going to vote for you, though. If I go, I'm going to write you in. All right,
Miss California bought a shirt with my face on it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Nice. Sweet. Why anyone would buy a shirt with your face on it? I don't know. But I mean, hey, to each his own. You know, some people are just weird.
Oh, someone say lizard. Now, let me tell you about lizards. There is no such. In our new anatomy brain, we have a
Floyd Bingo is dreaming of somebody buying the shirt with his face on it.
Oh, yes, I am a fucking egomaniac.
Thank you for sharing that information. I am sharing that information because fucking men are wimps. Men won't get that done because it's going to hurt my manhood. I'm not a man no more. Fuck
man,
you.
I had them clip me. After my kids, I had them clip me because it was just too goddamn big. It was just, I was tired of carrying the extra weight around.
My manhood.
Want me to chop it up?
And by the way, for a guy named Wood, right? He's got morning wood. He's got morning wood, afternoon wood, and evening wood.
We're gonna finish up the show. I gotta get going. So right before I left, are you gonna be putting on any videos, Floyd? Today, tomorrow?
Man, I generally put quite a few on. I mean, I got so many that, if not on one channel, I put them on my other channels, I put some on this morning with the painting, a little sneak peek for the painting. I put a little song on this morning for the flat earthers out there might like, if you want to take a look, Floyd Bingo, just either click on my icon in the chat and it'll bring you to the channel, or just look up Floyd Bingo on YouTube and I got 2 channels, should pop right up. And but the Floyd Bingo channel is the one that I mainly use now for my serious interjections, if you want to call it that.
Okay. Voynich, you want to say anything before we go? You want to say any last things?
Bye, Papa. Bye, Papa. I'll be back. I'll be some Johann Sebastian Bach.
Of course, I want to say. My last words will be.
Now it's your turn. Well, you got to.
I will be back with I will be back with Freckles.
Freckles.
All right.
Yes.
So, Bob, are you going to be doing a show this weekend or anything?
Yeah,
I know we're going to do another show Thursday.
Yeah,
we're doing another show Thursday.
I'll do one Saturday, maybe Wednesday, maybe mostly not, because I'll probably be sick because I'm sick now. But before I say anything, I'm going to make sure people know that the Mona Lisa's on wood, and the Statue of Liberty is now on wood.
Well, you know, if you're sick Thursday, you're sick, and then if somebody else wants to jump in, take your spot.
I'll just get over tomorrow. I should be fine by Thursday. I'm eating.
Just let me know if you're sick. I'm sure somebody wants to be you, wants to wear a hat and be you that day. And then maybe Thursday we'll answer Chiquita's question. Eric, you do know all the U.S. presidents except one are related to ancient bloodlines of Europe?
Correct. You are correct.
And we'll talk about that on Thursday. So, well, everybody, I'm going to play our ending intro, our beginning intro, and then we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Just one touch.